Ooga fucking ooga cunts. Welcome to the Cunt News Network. I'm Thorn. We are down in AP today due to unexpected family shit. So joining me tonight we have Dolphin Radio.
Yo, what's up?
All right, and we have Politipod.
You know what it is.
And we have the lovely Reading Wren.
Hello.
She knows the way.
All right. How are you folks doing tonight? I think we're going to get started with Pod, actually, because I'm interested in hearing his story. What you got for us, Pod? Pod.
Yes, I'm here.
You're first.
I'm first?
Let's go.
Oh, man. I had to lie.
Yeah, I know. It's very shocking that somebody actually let you speak first, but I'm letting you speak first, Pod.
I can't handle
You
the
really
autism.
just want to get through it.
Don't fuck it up.
Okay, so my first thing that we got to talk about today, North and South Korea have now created a joint Olympics team. They filed with the IOC, I think it was the beginning of this week, that they are now marching as a unified Korea into the Olympic Games in Pyeongchang, and they will be competing as a whole nation. Which this is coming after the last time we talked about Korea, which was they were establishing a phone line in between North and South Korea as basically a crisis hotline. And it looks like things have picked up since then, and they are now looking to hopefully become a unified Korea and a more stable Korea peninsula.
Let's be clarifying. Let's clarify this real quick. Are they competing in all Olympic sports or just women's hockey? Because I was under the impression it was women's hockey.
It was what? Wait, what'd you say?
Impression the team they were building, the unified team they were building, was for women's hockey. Are they doing all sports?
No, it's all sports. It's all sports.
Seriously?
Wow.
Yeah, it's all sports.
Stepped it up from. Oh wow.
That's awesome. You think this is a sign that there might actually be a possibility that North and South Korea could possibly solve this diplomatically rather than
I'm
war?
hoping so. I really hope so. And this is a very big step. This hasn't happened for Korea since Korea was a unified nation back in the 40s. Or not in the 40s. 20s. Because they were conquered by Japan forever before that. But I think it's a very big step in the right direction. And it's looking like they are taking a giant leap for mankind, as it were. Hopefully this comes into something more progressive down the line for both of the nations, because I was actually looking at some of the things that were happening for Korea, both of them. It looks like if they were to combine into one large country, they would not only have one of the best economies in the world, they would also have one of the largest militaries and could be a superpower, possibly.
Well, I think if they combined into one country, a large part of that military would disappear, because I don't think the South would allow annexation of that type of military structure in the North that exists.
Yeah, that might possibly be a point of contention.
Yeah,
but they still do have a very good force up there in Korea. Aside from that, South Korea's military is very, very strong military, no matter what people say. Very good military. Both of them have very, very good military.
Well, yeah, they've been facing down the barrel of the gun of the crazy now for like how many years now?
Yeah.
This is essentially all they do.
Yeah. Oh, well, no. They play a lot of really awesome video games.
That too, and electronics.
But
well,
yeah,
at least for South Korea.
Awesome electronics. I got to give it to the South Koreans. They know how to entertain me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They know how to
They get probably 2% of all of my income.
Probably a good chunk of mine as well. Do you think that China might muddle in this?
Maybe.
Do I think China might what with this?
Do you think China might muck with this? Because they have a little bit of interest in North Korea not joining with South Korea.
They have a vested interest in North Korea all around. They want it to be a part of their territory. The problem is that the Russians have a border with them too, and I don't think the Russians have a problem with China taking it over. I think they would have more of a problem with South Korea, who's an ally of the U.S., taking it over than they would China. So it'd be really interesting if they do have like a combination to see where it goes.
I think that's really frustrating for me is that during the entire 19th century, our closest ally was Russia, and our greatest enemy was Great Britain. And then
And now it switched.
Yeah, and it switched during the 20th century. But we're in the 21st century, and I honestly believe that if the United States and Russia could actually reach a point where we could be allies, that we could establish world peace. We could be like, no, you got to fuck with the United States and Russia at the same time. So,
I think people overestimate the power that Russia has because they don't even have. Here's the problem: Russia's military is okay. Their navy is meh. It's very poor. The reason for this is that Russia does not have any warm water ports anymore. That's why they tried to go get Crimea and Georgia and all these other places. They're trying to annex the Ukraine again because they have access to warm water ports in which they can now transport goods and services out of, and also build military ships. The only problem is that they only have I think 5 warm water ports, something like that, to build ships in. And that's not enough, considering, let's look at America. America has only warm water ports.
Yeah, but you have
everywhere.
to admit that there's so many of those former satellite nations are so ethnically Russian that a lot of them are more than happy to rejoin.
I disagree.
Yeah.
Ukraine is obviously very against it. Crimea was for it. Ukraine was not. You also got to look at Georgia. Georgia was also against it. Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, and Kyrgyzstan might be for it. I know that Azerbaijan wouldn't be for it. Afghanistan certainly wouldn't be. And then Azerbaijan is also a protectorate of Turkey. So that's another thing. There's a lot of things that go into that because a lot of the Eastern European nations want to be independent. Poland doesn't want to be split again. Belarus might want to join, maybe. Lithuania, Estonia, and Latvia probably wouldn't want to join.
All right, now
Czech
hold
Republic certainly doesn't.
Oh yeah, the Czech Republic would rather go to war themselves than join.
Satellite nations, I'm actually referring to the ones that used to be former Russia, because Russia did break up.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
its own personal former territories.
Those are all satellite nations, right?
Like Estonia, Lithuania.
Yeah. Those were they were pseudo satellites. They were basically puppet nations for Russia during the entire Cold War. But what I'm saying is, what he's saying is former Russian territories. So places like Georgia, Azerbaijan, all the stands.
Czech Republic.
No, not Czech Republic. Czech Republic was a puppet. So he's talking about Ukraine, Belarus.
No, the Ukrainians probably don't want it.
Yeah, Ukrainians don't. I'm not sure how Belarus would feel. Georgia certainly doesn't. Azerbaijan doesn't, and also Azerbaijan's a protectorate of Turkey, and Turkey is a protectorate of NATO because they're in NATO.
Makes sense that
I think Belarus might be the only country that would be okay with it because they're not doing well on their own.
Well, I don't know.
All the eastern nations would probably be down for it, except Afghanistan. No, they need to just be independent.
The stands might want to join back. I think Turkmenistan especially, maybe Kazakhstan. Not sure about Kyrgyzstan though. Kyrgyzstan is doing pretty okay on its own. Afghanistan definitely wouldn't be okay with that, even though they weren't really ever a satellite state, but they were.
So
yeah.
Overall, it's basically.
I don't know if Russia would actually want those nations anyway.
Overall, it's basically a good sign, but tentatively a good sign in terms of diplomatic relations. It's a step in the right direction, but we'll see how far that step goes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Moving on. Dolphin, what you got?
Okay, so the Dow Jones Industrial Average actually tried to break a previous record. And it's really not paying much attention to the shutdown at all. It just doesn't give a fuck. It's like, no, we're sallying on, once again proving that government is not necessarily necessary. I think I just said words that make sense. Anyway, On the other hand, Bitcoin is kind of dealing with what I think is a bit of a popularity flux. You have a bunch of people jumping into the market that really don't know what they're doing, and now the coin market is really bouncing all over the place. And this happens anytime something becomes really popular. A bunch of people that don't know what they're doing go in, they lose a bunch of money, and then the market drops because a lot of people lose confidence in the market. That's just because most people don't realize that you don't buy high, you buy low. And when Bitcoin jumps to 20,000 and you go, oh, I gotta go get some, you're buying high. So, and that happens.
right.
The end point is that cryptocurrencies are taking kind of a nosedive.
Yeah. So, might if you were interested, now it might be the time.
Yes.
Not saying that this is financial
This is not
advice at
financial
all.
advice.
No one on the Cunt stream is a fiduciary.
No.
Especially not me. Especially.
But if I were going to buy, I would buy at a time when all the cryptocurrencies were dropping in price or had dropped in price a significant amount, like now. The actual economy as it sits on the streets, as far as consumables and sales price, retail sales are the same as they always are. They're on par for the year. The shutdown doesn't seem to be having really any effect on anybody. Military actually just got paid right before the shutdown, so they've got 2 weeks before they have to worry about it. And that's your major impacted sector. Congressmen, of course, are going to get paid no matter what.
No, military's getting paid still.
Oh,
yeah.
You guys
military still gets paid, yes.
Yeah, both parties were just like, no, the military's still getting paid.
You have to pay the military. That's a must. That is one of those things that is a must. You don't have to pay the Department of Defense, apparently. But
they're essential personnel. You gotta pay them.
Guys, we have a super chat.
oh, snap.
$5 from American Phoenix. Hi, Thor, my vampire queen. Hi, Ren, you look nice tonight. Pod, how's it going? Dolphin, I've got a Jap friend willing to pay you a visit.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I got a what?
I've got my Jap friend willing to pay you a visit.
A Jap friend.
I do not.
That's a death threat.
I do not control what's said in the super chats. I just read them.
Wow.
The lovely reading Ren will be reading.
We dolphins don't really appreciate the Japanese very much.
Listen, hold up one second.
That's pretty racist.
Big Fat Brian's in chat. Listen here. This man made a whole video dedicated to me and Aiden Paladin earlier about him microwaving fucking eggs, and I want to slap the fucking taste out of his goddamn mouth. That's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life, and I want to spit on you.
No.
That is not the way. That is not the way.
It is the way. You do not know the way.
You
know what? I agree now. That needs to die. Holy shit.
You need to die.
It was fun while it lasted, but I think
I super
just
kick.
got done of it. I just got done with that. But that video is hilarious, and it's existentialism. And like when you're done with this, go fucking watch it. It's 8 minutes of your life that you'll be happy you spent watching that video.
Who builds the roads in Ancapistan?
People who want them built.
Piece of shit.
People who are willing to pay for them.
He does make me want to jump off the bridge.
Hey. Anybody who watches Game of Thrones, the phrase, they control the bridge that crosses a river, and they are one of the richest families in the Riverlands because they charge toll. That's the person who builds the roads in Ancapistan.
He knows the way.
All right, you're done.
Okay, it's my turn. So, if you live under a rock, YouTube recently did a stupid with the whole idea of these monetization policies, making it not only 1,000 viewers but subs, but you have to reach a certain number of hours that most tiny channels can't reach unless you're streaming like every fucking day. I guess that would be one way that you could get there.
It's a good thing that the Cunt News Network says. Yeah, what is
what? I haven't even reached 300 yet, man.
What are the new guidelines? It's like 1,000 subscribers and how many hours of watch time? Like 68?
4,000 hours of
4,000.
watch time for 12 months.
Mhm.
Not for a month, for 12 months. 1,000 subscribers, and I think that's it for the new ones.
So
What
yeah,
this
you have to
saying
hit
is
it
if
within a
you're not-
12-month period. And you only have to hit it once as well. So after that, you can drop off with the views, and they won't take your monetization away, according to them right now. But here's the funny thing: I saw a article. I think it was from the Guardian. I cannot remember where the fuck the article was now. But do you guys think that this could potentially be racist towards Black YouTubers? Because they're usually pretty disenfranchised, that don't have very big channels, and need handouts from Daddy Google.
Yeah.
Because there's an article suggesting that this is going to hurt Black YouTubers disproportionately, because everything hurts Black people
I'm sure King Batch and Lennar Young and all these other Black YouTubers are gonna be, and Trey Melvin and all these other fucking soy boy rich guys are gonna be extremely impacted. I'm sure.
I don't know why you're whining to the media. All you gotta do is virtue signal harder. You're not doing the virtue signaling right. All you gotta do is do the virtue signaling right, and then you'll get all the views.
My heart.
Be like Cat Black. Just
Oh God, don't be like her. Don't be like
Never
her.
be
Hey!
like Cat Black. That's,
Love her or hate her, she gets views.
you know who else gets views?
Yeah.
Cincinnati Zoo.
They do. I don't know. I think Harambe dying was the best thing to happen to that zoo.
Did you guys see
May he rest in peace.
the Cincinnati Zoo posted a thing about the Women's March the other day, saying like Fiona is a female because they had like a sign at the Women's March and that. And I posted underneath it. I was like, yeah, but Harambe is a fucking man.
Fiona's also going to be a couple tons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
But
it
Harambe
makes
was
sense
tons
that
of
she'd be a
fun.
feminist icon, I guess.
Yeah.
Because she's a
Gotta
fucking
make the land cows happy.
Yeah, it's perfect. It's a land cow. They can relate to her.
Yes, they can. That is their spirit animal.
How many?
Hippo is your spirit animal.
Is it hours of watch time or minutes of watch time?
Hours.
Hours.
All right, so here's my
I'm gonna be in trouble, boys.
evaluation of YouTube's business decision. I think it's a terrible business decision, and I think it's basically setting a clock for their imminent demise. Here's the thing. This basically says, if you're not established, don't bother. You're not going to be established. And that means that all the content that's going to be promoted on YouTube is going to grow stale over a very short period of time. And there's not going to be anybody putting anything on YouTube. They're going to go to other forums. And they're going to go to places where they can get paid. And that's where all the fresh material is going to be. So YouTube basically just set a timer for its end. They're like, okay, here's the egg timer.
Is it now? Is it 4,000 or 40,000?
We have another $5 super chat. Again, American Phoenix. I'm gonna go full crazy and raise money to cure my transgenderism. I'm going to have my dick cut off and sewn back on to cure my dysphoria.
Ow.
You're gonna be like that one
Why?
guy who got his dick chopped off and put into it himself in a
Down
vagina, and then magically, after he got the surgery, he then figured out, oh, I don't want to be trans anymore. Now he wants his penis back, just like Mr. Garrison in an episode of South Park.
I mean, that's it. Honestly, that is a thing that a lot of folks in that community don't want to talk about, and they probably should.
I'm not a trans dolphin. I'm a real dolphin.
And Dolphin, apparently people can barely hear you.
All right, I'm gonna send in American Phoenix in just a moment. Did you folks? I don't know if you folks heard about the story, the whole thing that Logan Paul put out a video saying that he deserves a second chance.
Of course
he
he does.
really does.
By the way, Thorne,
yes,
just to get your attention, Tennessee Marine saying he has a story about government shutdown and he was wanted to know his answer.
Hell no.
Yes. Yeah, I'm working on that. I'm trying to talk and do this at the same time. But yeah.
I got tons of.
Not just that he's asking for a second chance. he deserves one and is demanding it.
Of course he's demanding a second chance.
let me do what I want on this platform, you pieces of shit.
If he said maybe one day maybe one day could you give me a second chance, that'd be different because that might show humility, but I don't think he understands the meaning of that word.
See, here's the problem. We're getting to a point where now there are children who are now becoming child stars. And this happens with every child star, is that they don't know how people say no to them. They don't know how people actually are. So they basically act like a high-functioning autist. They don't understand people's keying in on them. They don't understand criticisms. They don't understand any of it. So what they do is they go and they say, why don't you guys like me? Why won't I get my way anymore? Mommy,
Because
Daddy,
you're-
tell me I'm pretty.
Gimme.
Oh,
You ever seen
guys-
Trixie? You ever seen Trixie Turner on Fairly Odd Parents? She like grabs
Yeah.
Timmy and she's like,
That
"Tell me I'm
is
pretty."
actually the perfect example.
Yeah,
That's
but you
basically
guys
what-
mean like, what was it that social influencer who wanted a free week at a hotel?
Yes. I mean, the
got
hotel
mad?
handled that. The hotel handled it by banning literally all bloggers, but it just is a really good example of how entitled some of the folks
And then that's the other side. Is
who
that
have it, social media are.
well, we have two sides. There's one side that's now the autistic people like Logan and Jake Paul who are vloggers and they just make everybody think that all vloggers are like that. And then there are the people on the other side who then do stuff like that hotel did, and they ban all vloggers, even though a lot of them are not like that, and they make a lot of money doing what they do. So you're banning them from going to places. So now you're, it's two sides of the same coin. One of them is you're banning people because of Logan and Jake Paul, and you're not giving them a fair shake. And the other one is that Jake and Logan Paul think that they deserve a fair shake every single time they do everything wrong.
Yes.
I don't understand why anyone who filmed a dead body, especially somebody who killed themselves,
I know.
should be getting any type of second chance for at least.
I seriously
Alleged-
can't think of any
alleged
I can't think of any
dead
possible
An
way.
alleged dead body. It was on the fucking
What?
Japanese news. There's no alleged to it.
The
So-
police investigated, Dolphin. I don't know where you're getting alleged
You-
from.
Oh, I'm
can't
sorry.
say
I didn't-
alleged.
I didn't follow the story for very
Wait,
long.
so wait,
Well,
guys,
Why
before-
is the motherfucker do every time I gotta come on here? Like everybody's going against the goddamn Dolphin guy. Like honestly, at this point, Dolphin, like fuck all these other people. Fuck them. We're boys.
Oh,
Like
I know, I
I'm
know.
just asking where he got that from, because if it's
nope,
Yeah.
lay for it. Fuck you too. Fuck Rim. Fuck Political. Fuck everybody.
Listen here, Tennessee.
Dolphin friend.
Listen
I'm
here,
Dolphin's
guys.
friend. I'm Dolphin's friend right
Is it-
now.
we're Southern
Dolphin-
boys. We're Southern
Hey,
boys.
Just
We gotta
remember-
stick
Dolphin
together.
is a big boy, he doesn't need help.
and I'm always,
yeah,
I'm
well,
always nice to Dolphin.
You know what?
Dolphin
Goddamn
has
it.
me.
Goddamn it. Dolphin lives matter. Goddamn it. Dolphin hashtag that shit.
I'm such a friend of Dolphin. I'm such a friend
I don't
of
want to
Dolphin
piss
that
off the Japanese government again, man.
I'm such a friend of Dolphin that I buy meat off of him.
Dolphin,
Well, should be.
Dolphin doesn't have to do anything to piss off the Japanese government. He just exists.
Well, I
Fuck
mean,
you.
I won't fuck the Japanese government, but I will definitely fuck some Japanese girls for you, and that will take their mind off stuff.
I
and
think
then,
that's why they hunt us.
no,
Oh,
and then
The-
no,
the
and then it'll
Japanese
get their
women
men.
love-
Damn it, Dolphin,
listen to
stop
me.
raping their women.
No, Dolphin, listen to me. I fuck the women. The men get pissed off. They beat me up, and they leave you alone up in the ocean. That's how this stuff works.
This is the
Yeah,
plan.
I got you, dude. I got
She's
you.
got
I
a
got
plan.
you.
I don't know if I like this plan.
Sounds
but
like a cuck to me.
I mean, I'm getting laid by Japanese women. How bad of a plan can it fucking be?
You go
I'll
back to
take an
Okinawa.
ass beating for some Asian pussy.
So your plan to help Dolphin is to get yourself laid.
Well, you say that like it's a bad thing.
The way you make it sounds like an awful thing to do.
All right, and
Little
we have
did you
another
know.
But it involves
Brilliant.
getting laid,
Yes.
Pod.
It's
Super
a
chat.
win-win.
guys. We have another
Win-win.
super chat
Chat, everybody shop, super chat.
from SRH Butts. Hi everyone! Don't let that hashtag internalized misogyny defeat you and all these white males with hashtag masculinity so fragile. Wah.
My masculinity is not
The masculinity, though.
Bring
Masculinity, boy.
your whatever onto my masculinity. And I will show
Boy,
you.
lad. That's, I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
Come
But,
swim in my lagoon.
Is he telling
I'm gonna
us
have
that we're
a Tennessee
toxic?
Marine. I don't know if you mind if I have reading Ren share first.
Go for it.
All right.
Are you Tennessee Marine?
Yeah.
Pod? Oh, I
wait,
thought
what?
Pod was talking for a second there.
What the
I don't
fuck?
know why.
What did I do?
It's not a country without somebody yelling at Pod.
I'm
Jesus
gonna
Christ,
get you
I'm just
blamed
over
for
here being a
everything.
good guy.
Sorry,
Hey,
Pod.
Pod, I'm gonna get you. Hey, Pod, I'm gonna get you blamed for everything right now, dude. It's all good.
Hey,
Damn it, Tennessee.
Anyway, let Ren, it's your turn.
All right. Apparently now everyone, and there's a lot of news organizations that have an issue with this, have deemed that Amazon's Alexa is now a feminist, but Alexa doesn't seem to understand what consent is.
Whoa.
Well, I
I
mean,
knew.
to be fair, have you ever tried to stick your dick in an Alexa?
Go on.
I don't have a dick, but I can immediately kind of pick out some logistical problems with this.
Yeah, the hole's too small. Like
What hole?
I mostly do.
What are you sticking in the AC jack?
No, that's a problem. He can't stick it in the AC jack.
That's too big.
Oh, but here's the thing. They're complaining because apparently when Alexa was asked, what if I want more than one drink? Alexa responded, allow yourself 2 cocktails. If they're cute, have 6 if they're not. So Alexa was giving the advice of if they're not cute, get wasted.
Well, I
think I need to fuck with Alexa a little bit.
I think Alexa needs like a big sister who just needs to like show her the way.
Show her the way,
like
brother.
show her the way, sisters. You know, like she needs like an older sister to like not be such a hoe, or at least be a better hoe.
Yeah,
I think Alexa's being corrupted by having contact with the internet.
Mm.
Well,
like every other AI.
Every other AI
we
that's
all
come in
are
contact
corrupted
with
by the
Twitter.
internet.
Or
We all are
Tumblr or
corrupted by the
4chan.
internet.
Or God forbid
Like
4chan.
goddamn, like how much have we been corrupted by the internet? Here I am on a fucking live stream and I don't even make content. I'm just sitting here talking to a couple of my friends and just shooting the shit. I mean, goddamn, we're all corrupt. You corrupted bastards. Corrupted bastard. Donate $1 right now in the super chat if you're a corrupted bastard.
Oh,
I don't have any money, though.
Yeah.
I'm broke.
I'm not talking
Oh,
about
wait.
you, Paul. I'm
We're on
talking to
the
the goddamn chat, you dumb fuck.
Donate $1 if you think Politipod's cool. You'll get
no
no
one's
dollars.
going to donate.
Hi.
No dollars.
We want them to donate money.
I was about to say, I said donate $1 if you're corrupted by the internet, and then you say donate $1 if you hate pod. Like, I think I'll get more money than you will.
No.
I'm just saying.
Okay, you're probably
Yeah,
Say why
I
you're
will.
donating. We'll see what happens.
I'm probably
People
But-
are now just typing $1 into the chat.
That's
Hell
fine
yeah, dude.
too.
I love
10
it.
pesos. Thank you for the 1 cent, little Jay Moxley.
Wow.
I fucking love
How
it.
much is 10 pesos now?
Not
Something
much.
I don't give a fuck. Who cares? Anyway, I don't need south of the
But
border
no,
money.
I actually came on here to actually tell a little bit of
Yes.
story, about one of your news articles that you shared earlier about the government apparently shutting down and how it's affecting the military. And I'm sure Pod will like this, and so will Dolphin. This happened while I was in the Marines. A similar situation happened while I was in the Marines. Like, it was during the Obama administration where the government was, talking back and forth and doing dumb shit and everything else. And you got some $1 super chats in there.
2 from
really is-
DeWay, but no message. So thank you, DeWay, for $2.
No way, my
He knows
brother,
the way,
you know-
brothers.
Thank
no,
you,
no way,
brother.
brother.
Thank
know
you,
the way.
brother.
But anyways,
Hey,
I was
fuck
saying, here's how I was explained a or how it was explained to me when I was in the Marines, when this whole government shutdown shit happened, and they were talking about the military isn't going to get paid. My company gunnery sergeant brought us out, and we stood in formation and everything else, and he was just letting us know what was going on. He basically said, "Look, motherfuckers, I'm gonna tell you right now, I got a wife and kids, and most of all y'all are living in the fucking barracks. I'm gonna show up to work tomorrow, and guess what? All of you motherfuckers are gonna show up to work tomorrow, and if you're not, I'm gonna charge your ass UA, and I'm gonna fucking get the government on your ass, and we're gonna fucking find you. So guess what? You're showing up to work. We still work whether or not we're getting paid. If you got a fucking problem with that, talk to me after this formation." That's kind of how it went. Because if you'll remember, during the Obama administration, there was a government shutdown as well.
Yeah, my dad went through. He's now gone through 2 or 3 government shutdowns.
That's how it happens. Like, everybody says that, government's going to shut down and the military isn't going to get paid. Well, guess what? Even if the government isn't getting paid or whatever, guess what? We're still going to show up.
All right, another
At least that's
$5.
how.
I do recall, I'm sorry.
Another $5 super chat from Exnomancer. Sorry for saying it wrong. SRH Butts is Max Sand. He will show you the way.
It will show you the way, brother.
I think it's Xenomancer.
Xenomancer.
Xenomancer. But if I recall, during the last government shutdown, hearing a lot of the exact same talking points with Republican and Democrat just switched around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I mean,
It all sounds
always,
very familiar.
Because the last one was about.
It's always a talking point. It's always like, oh God, who's ever president? Oh, we gotta blame them for this, or we gotta blame them for that. No, honestly, to be fair, and I don't think either for Dolphin or anybody, any of y'all actually would, say that I'm wrong in this. I think that our government doesn't function very fucking well, and
You're kidding me.
it just
Doesn't function well.
yeah, it just
You kidding me?
shit doesn't function well, and it fucks up regardless of who's president. But I mean, yeah, we have a government shutdown and everything else, but I mean, I just thought it was kind of funny when I actually was in the military and all of this, government shutdown, blah blah blah, was happening. Like, literally, our company gunnery sergeant got us out there in formation, was just kind of like, look, we're going to fucking work tomorrow. And if you don't want to show up to work for tomorrow just because you think you're not going to get paid, I'm going to fuck you up. And I'm going to fucking find you. I'm going to go to your barracks room, pull you the fuck out of your fucking mattress, beat the fuck out of you, put you in camis, and make sure you show up for formation. So, I mean, that's just how it works. Like, we show up because that's what the military does, whether or not we're getting paid or anything else.
That's not my point, man. And I gotta call you out because I love you to death, man. And thank you for your service.
Can you get a mic first before you call him out?
All right.
Yeah, you're very you sound like you're stuck your head in a toilet.
I'm
You
sorry.
do not anyway.
Why does
Can
Dolphin always?
you hear me a little bit better there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, why does
Slightly.
Dolphin always gonna hate me? God damn it,
Slightly.
Dolphin.
All right,
Dolphin's
so
he's gonna talk bad about
issue
me
is
now.
the issue is not whether or not you'll come to work. The issue is whether or not you get paid, and that's not cool. I don't like my military not getting paid. I don't give a fuck if they're like going to show up. I know they're going to show up. That's the point. I know they're going to show up.
Hey, Dolphin, can I interject for just a second?
Go for it.
Let's just level right now. Republican, Democrat, they wouldn't fucking dare not pay the military. That's a career ender.
Yeah.
I disagree entirely.
I disagree with it. I'm on pod
Especially
side.
the Republicans.
No, wait, Thorn, you're trying to fucking be the goddamn opus of peace right now. Goddamn it, Dolphin is talking shit to me right now. Pod agreed with what you said, but you know what? Go ahead, Dolphin. Talk
Wait,
shit.
what did I do? I didn't agree at
Bro,
all.
I'm
Yeah,
not
you
really
disagreed.
talking shit.
Both of y'all are innocent. I just want Pod to, or I just want fucking.
I'm not really talking shit so
the
much
Dolphin.
as I'm saying.
I just want the Dolphin to hate me. Go ahead.
No,
Go
I don't
ahead.
hate you. I don't hate you, man.
Talk
The
bad
point
about
is,
me.
the point is that, man, the military not getting paid as a taxpayer, that's the last fucking thing I want my taxes not going to. That is the last fucking thing I want my taxes not going to. You pay the fucking soldiers. I don't give a shit if the congressmen get paid. I don't give a shit if the monuments stay open. I don't give a shit if the parks stay open. You pay your fucking soldiers.
Right. So
Period.
how do you
break $2 super chat. Notorious Max Sands. Exomancer is Brianna Wu. He will show you science.
Brianna Wu does not know science. Period.
Nope.
Okay, anyways. So Dolphin, what do you disagree with me about anyways?
Nothing. I get your point, and I appreciate what you're saying, but it's not okay. It doesn't make it okay.
No, well, here's what I'm saying, man. Like,
I know you're going to show up. That's the point. That's why you were the last person that should not get paid.
No, but I mean, yeah, I get it. We should be paid because, you know, we're serving and blah blah blah. Yeah, cool. Thank you for your service. Yeah, I've heard it all before. But at the end of the day, to be honest, all of us guys standing there in formation when my company gunnery sergeant said that, none of us wasn't going to show up tomorrow for work in camis. None of us wasn't going to be there.
Yeah, before he said it, probably.
No, before he said it. After he said it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Like,
guys,
I mean, it wasn't a fucking paycheck to us. Like, I mean, maybe Pod can, you know, chime in on this, but I mean, me personally, being a Marine and being active service and, you know, actually being a Marine 24/7 or whatever, like, I didn't do it for no goddamn paycheck. Because trust me, I could have went out to anywhere and found a better paycheck.
I know.
But
You
the
can
reason
get
why
a paycheck that doesn't involve you being shot at too.
yeah, but and not getting talked down to by some fat fucking like goddamn what's the cartoon pig fuck, what's his name? Porky Pig. Yeah, imagine Porky Pig only in Marine Corps camis with like staff sergeant rank telling me that, oh, you gotta run this PFT and everything else there, Lance Corporal. Okay, staff sergeant, why don't you do it? No, I'm just recording. I mean, it works like that, dude. Like, don't get me wrong, dude. I didn't do this shit for a motherfucking paycheck, man. Like, I really didn't. But the thing about it is that even if the government shuts down or whatever, like, I think my guns gave me that fucking speech in front of you know, our whole company and everything else.
Dolphin, mute yourself. Dolphin. Thank you, Pop.
Yeah, I think what he was saying is what we all felt like. Do it for no goddamn paycheck or anything else. Like, we knew we were going to show up regardless of whether or not we were getting paid or anything else. We showed up, and we're going to continue to show up because we were there for a reason, not just for a paycheck. And I'm pretty sure Pod could understand that as well.
Yeah.
So do you guys get back pay after the whole thing's over if you don't get paid? Or
I think so.
Yeah, sometimes depending on.
Give me 1 second. I'll check. Hang on 1 second.
You guys,
well, I mean,
can you hear me?
well, for me,
Yes.
yeah, we can now.
Yeah, we can
Sorry.
hear you without the ear rape.
Sorry about that, guys. My computer just fell.
Oh, gotcha. I was about to say, it sounds like something fucking fell.
Well, Ren, just to answer your question, I mean, it would depend on the time and whether or not you were active duty or like you know, National Guard or something like that. Like let's say like the government actually does shut down, or at least the federal government does shut down, and nobody gets paid, and worker doesn't get paid and everything else. It would depend on whether or not you were National Guard or active duty and everything else. I'm pretty sure the active duty guys would get paid before National Guard or reservist or anything else.
Okay.
So, Malevolent Rider says, fuck Logan Paul. I second this.
All right, so
Yeah.
Ben, did you have some story to bring on to that news network?
I already did one, and dude, are you underwater now?
Yeah, you're really fucking far away again. What are you
I
doing?
don't know what the
Yeah,
hell
I
is
was
Get your
going
shit together,
on.
Dolphin.
Dolphin, dude, you sound so bad right now, brother. You really
Totally
do.
blaming Ren on this.
It's my fault. Totally.
Blame the
Yeah, you
titties.
suggested this headset.
Blame the titties. Now you sound good, by the way.
No, don't blame the tits. She's the only one here that has any cleavage. Stop it.
Do you want the cleavage to go away?
No.
No,
Super chat right now to keep.
no. Don't make the titties go away.
Super chat or the tits go away. Super chat right now. $1, $2, anything right now or the go away.
Ren, did you have a second story, or shall I share another one of my own?
Go ahead and you do one of yours, so now I have my second one.
Great. So, up in Canada, a 11-year-old Muslim girl faked a attack on herself, and the Canadian media just immediately fucking ate it up. Just meanwhile, almost the same age Jewish girl gets her face sliced open, and no one gives a shit. Kind of shows the. Yes.
Thorn, not to interrupt, but Big Fat Brian in the live chat right now just said my cousin is active duty, and he just now told me it went away.
The 4th is not getting paid.
Yeah,
on the
same,
4th he's
same.
not getting paid.
Same. Yeah, that's what they said because I got drilled this weekend, and they said that they might cancel it if the budget's not passed by a certain day. That they might end up canceling it, but we will be getting back pay. So yeah.
All right, $2 super chat from Notorious Max Sand. Why do you think Sargon sucks at life?
Ooh, lad. Oof. Oof.
Well, I think Sargon sucks at life because he doesn't have the balls to actually call out his friends and actually make a fucking video about how much his friends are fucking up and actually take a stance on something unless he's debating Richard Spencer.
Yeah, I think Sargon sucks at life because he refuses to go anywhere he deems beneath him and actually talk about his fucking views. He lets his lackeys go out and do it for him.
Not that I hate Sargon or anything, but I mean, to be honest, he's just another dude on the internet. I give a fuck about his opinion.
He's there.
Anybody else want to chime in as to why Sargon sucks at life?
Yeah,
I don't think he sucks at life. I think he's doing what any human being usually does with their friends.
By the way, chat, super chat stuff, and I guarantee they will get answered. Super chat stuff, please.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, there's like 99 or 98 people watching, and there's only like 34 or 35 likes. Y'all chat are not doing a Stephen Blackman approved like ratio. I need the chat right now to hit that like button if you're watching, because Stephen Blackman would not approve of this.
Come on, dude. I need money, dog. I'm not gonna get paid for drill. Come on, please. I need money. Hello. I'm poor here, man. I don't start my new job.
I need money because he's not making money from drill.
Exactly.
At least you haven't. At least you get money. Igor's freelance, and I'm a stay-at-home mom. How much cash do you think we rake in?
I'm not getting paid at all right now. I'm technically unemployed for the next month or so.
I was just gonna say, if you're not liking this stream, but yet you're watching it, I'm pretty sure you like Liz Reptile's pussy on your mouth.
And I will send it to you if you donate. If anyone wants to see that, I have pictures and videos still.
No,
Yep.
please no.
So
if you guys want it and you want to know about it, I can send it to you.
So if you're watching right now and you're not hitting that like button, you like Liz Reptile pussy on your mouth.
And her double
100%.
Alrighty. With that said, how about back to the stories?
Yes.
Yeah. This is the stories.
Yes. The 11-year-old that faked an attack on herself, and the fact that the general global media doesn't seem to give a shit about this other girl didn't really, ring anybody's radar internationally, kind of shows just how far this shit has sank.
$2 super chat from DeWay. Liz Reptile's pussy is not DeWay.
It is not the
That
way.
is that is not the way.
Those dip-
That is not the way, my brother. That's the way to Ebola, my
$2
brother.
donation from Notorious Max Sand.
That's
Thoughts on
my job. Thoughts
Tennessee?
on Tennessee's not knowing DeWay?
Oh,
I know
Tennessee
that
doesn't
we-
know the way. That's why we let him on the cunt stream.
I know the way,
He
my
knows
brother.
the way. He is not the way. He knows the
Hey,
way.
you ask me, I do not know the way. That is against the way. That is not the way. I spit on you.
Fucking A.
You only like Liz's second butthole.
She got
Right.
2 buttholes.
Jesus Christ.
But with this whole thing with people on the left making up fake hate crimes, I fucking hate that shit because it means that when folks actually have something happen to them, it makes everyone immediately doubt them.
Yeah.
And
And it's sad that an attack on an act like the girl who got her face cut, that got ignored,
yeah,
outright, and that one has more validity to it than someone cut my hijab.
yeah, I wasn't hurt or anything.
Oh no! Someone cut my fabric.
Someone cut a piece of fabric.
Someone
Dang
cut a
it.
piece of fabric versus girl who got her face sliced up with face.
Man. Oh no!
Just-
Not my fabric.
Oh. Notorious for $2. Notorious Max Sands. Thoughts on Thorne looking like a tranny? Why? Do you want dick pics?
God damn. Damn, son. Coming out here with that heat, dog. Coming out here with that
Anywho,
heat, boy. God damn.
I don't know. I've heard it a couple times. It's like these guys want dick pics or something. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean,
You just want pics of dicks up in your DMs.
I was just gonna say if Thorne is a tranny, I'd might.
He'd fuck her harder than any Marines ever fucked the Thai lady, boy.
No, I was just
Like a
saying,
childhood growing freak week.
No, I was just saying, if Thorne is a tranny, I'm pretty sure I would split her in half. So
Jesus
All right.
Christ. Oh boy.
$5 from American Phoenix. Notorious Max Sands. Fuck you. Thorne is a babe. You respect the queen.
That is the way. Did you guys know that Turkey entered Syria?
Entered?
They entered Syria. They inserted their penis.
Was it
inside.
consensual?
No, it was not. They airstriked it before, and then they went in on the ground.
So
Not
So
very
they-
they raped Syria.
They raped Syria. Exactly. It's not.
How
it's
hard?
not fun. It's pretty hard.
Ooh, really?
Days bombardments
I actually have
followed by
absolutely-
a insertion from the Turkish government military.
I just love that's the word that they use in the military because it makes me snicker every time I hear it because I'm at heart like a middle schooler. So
Oh, the Turks they attacked Syria. The U.S. backed Syria Kurdish YPG militia,
oh god, she's
and they killed 8 people and injured 13 more.
how good is the Turkish military?
well, I mean,
Terrible. It's about as good as every other Middle Eastern
But
military.
I guess Syria's is worse.
No, here's the problem. Here's the problem with Middle Eastern militaries in general, is that they have a weird power structure. And I'm not talking about insurgents. I'm talking about their actual militaries. They have a power structure in which a lot of their military generals are shahs, or not shahs, but sheiks, like oil sheiks. So they pay for their positions, and then people do not respect them. They only respect their money.
Mhm.
And then the troops don't respect them at all. And then whenever the troops go and fight, they don't fight as hard. And then once the fighting actually gets hard, the general just leaves the battlefield basically, and all the troops are demoralized and they just retreat. They don't care.
well,
Middle
I
East
mean,
is
hey,
place.
Pod, you're a lover of history like I am, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, to Pod's point, you got to understand, like, there's a reason why there is a Iran, an Iraq, a Syria, there is a reason why there is a Middle East because these people fight amongst one another for thousands of years and they get nowhere because they're shit. Like
It's insane.
like
They haven't been able to conquer territory from each other since the Ottomans dissipated.
Yeah, the Ottomans and maybe the Persian Empire, which really wasn't Middle East. It was a little bit of the Middle East and a couple of,
It was Iran. It was Iraq.
The Persian Empire.
Yeah,
it was like another thing.
Well, here's the thing: is that the Ottomans are really the last death knell of the once great Middle Eastern militaries, because once they ended in World War One, you really don't have many Middle Eastern countries that really fight very well.
Pod, not to like pull the whole like, I've deployed and done stuff type, dick or whatever, but I mean, you do plan on deploying to a Middle Eastern country at some point, correct?
Yeah, I mean, I've already went to Djibouti. I went to Africa, which is basically a Middle Eastern country in Africa. But
okay, well, I mean,
we could probably drop and say Islamic country.
Yeah, it is an Islamic country.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm not trying to like down you or anything else, and I'm not trying to give too much.
Just say what you say. Say what you want. I don't care. I don't get my feelings.
Yeah, hurt. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. I'm just trying not to give too much information out about you or what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. Right. $2 super chat from Notorious Max Sands. Discuss, are traps gay? Why or why not?
Yes, okay, because they have penises.
I'll discuss that just in a sec. But I'm just saying, like, trained anybody yet? Have you trained a third world military how to do military operations are up to par of United States military operations?
We didn't train them. We were working with a police force inside of the city where the U.S. base is in Djibouti, because we were the QRF.
So that's a no.
No, we haven't worked with the Middle Eastern militaries. No.
So I actually have. I've actually trained Afghanistan National Army soldiers.
Okay.
And I can tell you this much. I do not, as a person, like, and I mean, maybe it was just because I was a Marine, that was my second deployment, and blah, 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 and I was an actual infantryman and all this sort of stuff, but training a foreign military how to do stuff like you, or at least as good as you can, is that I have seen, like, brand new recruits and me trying to train them who do way better than a 40-year-old guy who's a Afghanistan National Army vet who fucking has been serving in the Afghanistan National Army for like 10 years, and he's 40 years old, and here's my 21-year-old ass teaching them actually how to like speed load a AK-47. Like, I don't get how these people actually fight wars against anybody else besides us.
Yeah, no, that's the thing, right? It's like, so my job, I have to do analysis of the countries a lot of the time. But one thing you learn about the Middle Eastern military, like, we could take the example of the Iraq-Iran war. Iraq went and attacked Iran because they wanted to attack them while they were weak. It was like 1980. Saddam Hussein had just taken over. He wanted to find a national unity within the country. He goes and attacks Iran because they're weak. And also they're, I think they're Shiite. Yeah, they're Shiites. And then Saddam was a Sunni. So he goes and attacks the Shiite nation. I could have that backwards, one of the two. Anyways, what ends up happening is that they push into Iran only a few miles, and the Iranians are starting to put up a fight, and then they're like, oh shit, we've never fought anybody before. We're going to turn tail and fucking run back because our generals aren't telling us anything to do. And this is also attributed to him literally making a fucking line of people across the Iraq-Iran border and moving them in. Had no strategy whatsoever, just walked them along and just told them to go that way. It's insane. Some of the ways that these people do.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's one of those things, dude. Like, the Middle East will always fight against one another for whatever reason, and they are.
No,
But-
and they get upset very easily.
Yep, very true. So
Tragic.
anyway,
Yeah,
we have more stories to read.
We
So
also
go
had a
ahead.
$2 question that, in all fairness, we did say we would answer all of them. So, are traps gay? The simple answer is, since traps are cross-dressers that seek to trap other men so that they can get fucked in the ass, that's pretty fucking gay.
I'll say this much as far as the whole traps gay or not question. I have never met a guy in women's clothes that I would want to fuck. So no, traps are gay. I would never fuck a trap. That's just a tranny.
Well, that's a different
Traps
thing
are gay.
altogether. Anyway,
They got dicks.
old question, ask new things. But if I could try and steer it back to the whole idea of the media being biased against certain types of victims in favor of something that could very well be fucking fake, because they basically reported on what amounts to a police blotter.
Mhm.
They basically somebody caught this up in a local paper, and they decided it would make a great little human interest story, and without actually letting the police look into anything, they blew it up to international news.
They commented before they really should have, before all the facts were in play.
Yeah. A lot of folks are blaming the local police on this one. I don't think it was their fault. They just put out the police blotter. They were doing their job.
Yeah.
No.
Interesting.
Yeah. That's all it was. Be the equivalent of someone taking a police blotter from 4th of July in a city and saying this is representative of the entire fucking city all the time. No.
We have an order in the side chat from our overlord.
We does.
On this story. What?
Well, essentially what happened with this kid, she there was another news outlet that managed to get a little bit more news out of her, and she had essentially said that she felt in her class that she stood out too much because of the hijab. And it's another thing about the story that I find a little
Hinky?
kind of sad. No, I actually find it extremely sad because she said she didn't really fit in with her classmates. And
Wait. So where is this story coming from? What nation?
Canada.
this is coming from Canada. Yeah, in fact, Justin Trudeau actually came to this little girl's defense before he had any facts whatsoever, just off of this fucking police
All
blotter.
Well, I mean, let's look at Trudeau's track
Super chat.
record.
Yeah,
Guys,
this
super chat.
doesn't look good for him. All right, super chat, go for it.
American Phoenix. Okay, I've got to get some sleep, pod. Tennessee, have a good night. Have a good one. Good night, Ren. Good night, Thorn. I hope everyone has a good one. Sing me to sleep, Thorn.
No problem. I don't sing. But the mass media essentially will report on anything that moves forward this little agenda of diversity at all costs. I've got no problem with diversity, but there's an issue when you just don't vet anything and bring your good shit. Leave this garbage at home. My God.
Hey, you know what? To be honest, remember, I'm old enough to remember when we actually sang the Pledge of Allegiance in our classroom every day as little kids. I'm old enough to remember where we actually were able to have a Bible in classroom and that not be a bad thing and all that other stuff. You know what? To be honest, wants to have a fucking hijab, and I drop my kids off at school and there's a couple of girls wearing a hijab at school. I don't give a fuck. If you want to wear hijab, wear a hijab. I don't give a fuck. Like, it doesn't matter to me. If that's your religious preference, it on the same side of it, if you're allowed to, or if you have to wear a hijab by your fucking religion, then my kid, who might be raised as a Christian or might possibly choose to be Christian, should totally be allowed to read the Bible at fucking lunch.
Alrighty. My whole point was that she felt. It seems like she almost felt forced to wear it, and she wanted an excuse to just not have to wear it. She like, see, mom, it's dangerous. I shouldn't have to wear this. Can I just have like normal hair like a normal kid? And it blew up in her face.
Yeah, literally, they literally pulled out a suicide vest and just blew up.
Yeah,
because they're Muslim. That's
yeah.
She's friggin' 11. Folks are sending this little
doesn't
kid
matter.
death
They
threats.
just put 5-year-olds in the street.
I think we all could agree. Like, I mean, I don't know if any of y'all have kids or anything else, but I'm pretty sure. Okay, Ren. I'm pretty sure that we could all agree that whenever the religious topic comes up or whatever, I'm pretty sure that no parent who's halfway decent should try to force whatever religion they hold down their fucking kid's throat.
Yeah,
whether it's not
and
going to school or anything else.
that's why I feel sorry for this kid, because it's just being basically forced on her, and I think she wanted an excuse to fucking take the thing off.
Yeah, it's like that goddamn L'Oreal ad. It's like the fucking it's getting a lot of retweets and everything else about this ad from L'Oreal about it's the first woman with a hijab having our first Muslim woman with a hijab on L'Oreal, and it's like you can't even fucking see her hair. What are you talking about? A hijab covers up the hair. What are you talking about? Quit being dumb.
Yeah, this makes my hair.
Yeah,
nice.
I don't know how you're gonna. I don't know how you're gonna
works?
sell shampoo with a woman that's religiously not allowed to show you how the shampoo works.
Yeah. Look how good my hair looked. I know it's under her hijab, but I promise
Just trust me.
My hair is flowing. It looks.
I
like
know
a,
it.
like
Just
a-
trust me.
a
Just
wrap around my head.
listen, and believe. Like all this definitely happened. My hair looks great, and this hate crime definitely happened. Don't question. Just believe that it happened. And this isn't the first time. So this is almost a weekly occurrence of somebody lying about a fucking hate crime, and I'm starting to get sick of it.
Mhm.
You're kidding me. Have you seen the statistic about hate crimes this year and last year?
Not yet.
There was like a 53% increase in fake reporting for hate crimes the last 2 years. It's
Well,
because
you gotta get those victim bucks. Those
Well, yeah, I believe
victim
that,
bucks
it's
pay
because
the
of Trump.
bills.
That's why. I mean, it's because people always want to say that they've been victimized. It's insane to me. But like, talking about the hijab, it's like I don't have a problem with it being anywhere, but I also have a problem. I have a problem with schools allowing hijabs and allowing people to pray to Mecca 5 times a day and do their whole religious spiel. But a kid who's, say, in a classroom reading a book, you have free reading time, pull out a Bible and start praying. They're the ones who get ostracized, and then that's a big deal. But not the others.
Right.
It doesn't.
Well, I mean, hey, Pot. It's perfectly okay to hate Christians. It's it's perfectly fine to hate Christianity or people who practice the Christian faith. But if you hate someone praying to Allah or something else, it's
here's the problem. It needs to be
Islamophobic or anything else.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the same double standard as to why that little Jewish girl didn't get any fucking airtime, and oh god, something the police hadn't even looked into made national news.
Well, I mean, the way I look at it, and I don't have kids, but I do plan to have kids at some time. Like, I will never tell them what to believe in. I will literally tell them, here's what I believe in. If you choose to believe what I believe, cool. I'm not going to judge you about that. But when you send them, especially to a public school that your fucking taxes pay for, like, you can't say that it's wrong for a kid to read a Bible, but it's okay for a girl to fucking pray to the fucking west or east or whatever the fuck it is 5 times a day, and that's somehow allowed. But yet my kid who wants to be a Christian reading the Bible at fucking lunch is somehow wrong. It's either you can't have your fucking cake and eat it too. It's either all of it is okay or none of it is okay. If you want religion practiced openly in your school, that's fine. But if you don't, then you have to outlaw all of it.
Right. It's all or nothing, and this is
Period.
why the Church of Satan hands out coloring books.
Right.
Literally doing God's work.
Right.
Here's the thing: is that I
Like
don't
Satan.
have a problem with people like atheists or anti-theists calling out religion. I do have a little bit of a problem because I am religious myself, but like, it's getting to an extent where now it's in the schools, and now people are selectively doing it just to Christians. It seems at this point, and it's starting to become a favoritism thing where
We are sidetracked.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
we
Go
are.
ahead and put it
I'm
down.
just gonna straight up say it. We are fucking sidetracked.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh no, okay, no problem.
It's not cool to hate Christians. Period. Boom. Go ahead, Thorn.
Okay, so and now I go to the one in California of the nice Christian family that chained their 13 kids to their beds.
Oh, that family!
Yay! Parents of the fucking year. Yeah, there's a lot of shit coming out of that.
Burn
That
them
was
alive.
horrifying.
Burn them alive. No, burn them alive.
Burn them alive, tar and feather, hanged, alive.
Are you talking about the family out in California?
Yeah.
The one where his the man like kidnapped the girl and then married her. And then
No.
Yeah,
He
he kidnapped his wife. That's a thing that came out, and like he kidnapped her at 16 and married her, and she had like Stockholm syndrome and like married her and stuff like that.
Yep.
So
that was
they're
There's
serial.
a little bit of like fucking grooming creepiness coming out. He's also being charged with 2 counts of molesting his own kids, which fucking surprise.
Yeah.
It's so horrifying that when they first actually went into the house, the police thought that the adult children were minors because they were so malnourished.
Jesus.
I think they thought the 17-year-old was like
10
or 11. Yeah.
The
The 17-year-old was the one that escaped. She originally escaped with one of her siblings, but I guess she got scared, turned around, and went back.
And then they thought they thought the 17-year-old was 11. I believe didn't part of the story get out that they were only allowed to like shower once a year?
Yeah. And their parents would make stuff like pies and all sorts of great food and eat it in front of them and not let them have any.
fucking white people.
Fucking whites.
Fucking white people.
All I gotta say is those older kids are
Fucking
gonna have a hell of a time reacclimating to the real world.
Just reintegrating into society. It's gonna be and that's the other thing, right? Is like now that there's like this media shit show around this, it's gonna be very interesting to see how these kids react to all this attention now being thrust on them.
Hey, Pod. I mean,
Also,
to be fair, Pod. Like me and you are both guys and everything else, and we don't. We're not married. Thorn and both Ren is, but. I mean, how would y'all like would you even be able to take these kind of kids into your life to try and help them? Would you even be able to do that?
Therapy is probably needed first, like especially like what the oldest was like 28.
29. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you were financially able to, would you all be able to like honestly say
Oh, yeah, I certainly would. I certainly would.
I would certainly be able to if I was able to. Yeah, I'd take them in. Real quick, $2 super chat from Gung Ho Jedi. Thanks for the laughs. Okay,
You're welcome.
I don't know.
No
This
problem,
story is
man.
not really the laughing one,
But
but the younger ones might be better because they didn't say the youngest was 2, so the youngest might actually reacclimate easier.
How the fuck do they have
Well,
a
I
kid
mean,
at that age?
one of you have kids and both of y'all are married. So I'm just kind of curious, like, do you think there would be a way to actually integrate these damaged kids or these damaged people into your life, either to help them or raise them or whatever? Like, do you think that it would even be a possibility at this point?
It's possible, but it's entirely dependent on that individual person.
It's also entirely dependent on what services are being offered. Like if the state goes, okay, you're fostering them. By the way, we're going to provide the therapy. We're going to provide, X, Y, and Z to, really help them out. We just need a family setting to, help them out. that's different than here's these kids, you're on your own.
Yeah. Speaking of services, these kids were homeschooled for the entirety of their lives, essentially, and apparently the state of California doesn't require them to actually check up on the facilities that the children are being brought up in. I'm hoping that this might cause them to reconsider that, because this is some messed up shit, and if all they needed was a fucking home check, and they would have found this out.
Oh, yeah.
And they gotta be surprise home checks,
well,
too.
I mean-
They can't be scheduled shit.
Well, I mean, I don't know, dude. Like, I'm kind of. It's not so much a male or female type thing. It's just kind of. I'm one of those people. It's like these people are so fucking damaged that they're gonna need so much goddamn help in their life. Like,
it depends.
why not just?
The older ones will probably need a lot of therapy, and I wouldn't be surprised if you find out that they're in like a live-in center for a while.
Okay.
The younger the kids
hang on.
are,
Right.
the younger the kids are, the easier it is to bounce back.
All right.
Well, I mean, if it.
So, I was going into a point of, do you guys think that it would be good for parents that homeschool to have to submit to some kind of fucking home check?
Yes.
If you're
I would think so, because
homeschooling-
this story keeps happening. Maybe not on this scale, but a couple years ago there was another story about a girl that was basically beaten to death by her parents.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, I
goddamn,
think-
dude. Like, every fucking person that I ever met in my entire life who was homeschooled was weird as fuck. Like, I'm just saying that for me. Like, I give fuck less. Like, everybody who's homeschooled that I ever met, they weird as fuck.
The only homeschool kids I ever met that were
Say-
normal, they went to a homeschooling center for like a few days a week. So they
Yeah.
kind of had like that classroom setting for a few days a week. So they were more socialized than the other kids who were
Fucking
homeschooled.
exactly. It fucking exactly, Ren. Like, kids need to interact with other kids in order to be normal. If you just fucking stay at your house and get fucking goddamn English lessons from your fucking mom and arithmetic from your dad, like, that shit never worked out good.
Yeah.
It's bad.
You
Bad.
end up failing socialization. You miss out on that. And once you're an adult, you can't get that back. That's not something you can kind of reverse the clock on. If you miss that window, you're gonna be weird for the rest of your life.
See, exactly. See, Pod would have never been the awesome guy he was right now if it wasn't for the fact that he got his ass beat a lot in fucking high school. That's how it happened.
That's not even true.
I know. I just trying to get you in all this, dude.
But yeah, the home checks, and Roaming Savage brought up a good point. I touched upon it earlier. They can't be scheduled visits either.
Well, and that's the thing. There have been stories of the state failing. There should at least be curriculum checks for what these kids learn, because sometimes with this family, you don't know what these kids level of knowledge is in any given subject. They could be like for the older ones, they could be far lower than what they should be at that age.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
different states have different requirements. Some have extremely loose requirements to the point where you have a fully grown adult that is it's not totally illiterate, it's called functionally illiterate. Like, I can read a street sign, but I can't read a book.
Okay. Yeah, I get that. Well, I mean, do any of y'all think that there's any hope for these kids?
The younger ones for sure, because
Especially the baby.
Especially the baby, because the 2-year-old probably will not remember a whole lot of this.
Trippy Poop said that. Trippy Poop
I,
said that
I actually disagree.
Oh,
I think
Gung Ho
I
Jedi
think
saying socialization's overrated. They're reading super chats, so go ahead.
fair enough. I actually disagree. I think that the people who are older, I think you could actually talk to them like adults and actually help them work their way through this. But the younger ones, I think that they only know this type of life, and if you try to move them from that type of life area, I think they're gonna get fucked up and they're gonna have some stuff that's gonna haunt them for the rest of their life. Whereas a person who has went through this, or at least an adult who has went through this their entire life, you could actually help them a lot more now that they are able to cognitively understand what they've went through and talk to them more and help them.
Yeah, but
At
the
least
child's
that's
still
my-
going to grow up, and if it depends on the age, I think, because you can still get them help. There is still therapy for people on that level, even if they're that young. You know, she said the youngest was 2. Say there was an 8-year-old that had been through this. I think that there is a bit of a way to help them. You know, there are kids that get, you know, stuff like PTSD and stuff like that, and they have to work through it. Like they see their house burn down at the age of 7, like they're inside the house, they see their mom die or something like that. People have things like this; they got to work them out. I don't think we should give up entirely on the people just because they have stuff like that happening with them. Though.
No. And I actually think I'm going to disagree with Tennessee Marine. I think the adults are going to have the harder time because the younger the kids are, generally your brain's a little bit more kind of elastic and you can kind of grow out of that with the right coaxings, kind of like a vine on a trellis.
Yeah.
But
also,
once the vine's grown, it's kind of there. It's stuck.
Well, I mean that's all well and good, but I mean, and trust me, Thorne, I get what you're saying, but I feel like a person who is grown up, fucked up their entire life has more help, or at least once they get to the point of adulthood and they can actually get help. I think it's a lot more easier to. I understand you were fucked up in this way, and now here's how you need to lead your life or, you know, make things work for you versus a little kid who doesn't have the cognitive function to understand this is the entire life I've known, and now you're telling me that.
Well, that would be, I mean, 29. Sorry.
And mommy actually loves me, and I'm actually able to take a shower, and I'm actually allowed to go outside. Like, it's a lot easier to try and tell an adult how to be better versus how to tell a child how to be better.
I disagree. And here's why:
Yeah.
because that's those same children that you're talking about were children with the same family at that same point, and now they're 29, and they don't know how to cope with anything.
And also,
that's all they've ever known.
You're
I
mentioning
agree to a certain extent.
These are adults that don't know how to be normal adults, so you can't speak to them in that kind of way.
yeah, and
You're having people who
hey, that's a very fair fucking point. Point.
it's basically
They're
like
not normal
to,
adults.
They don't have the same cognitive abilities. They don't have the same social keys and stuff like that grown adults have whenever they're going through regular schooling. They're not. I'm not talking about all homeschoolers. I'm obviously talking about this family, but
No, yeah.
they
Well,
don't
I
have.
mean,
They don't have
I
any of the same stuff, and I can guarantee you, most of them are probably going to have PTSD from this for the rest of their life.
Yeah, exactly.
Until they get some type of therapy.
And the thing about it is, I guess it depends on the age of the kid or the age of like the actual adult. It has to depend on like enough to where I can actually change how they view life and how they react to how stuff happens in life, or are they so grown to where it's one of those things to where it's like psychiatrists in prison will try and change how someone lives their life. I mean, do y'all understand what I'm trying to say?
yeah. Well, and the point I was getting at Tennessee, like the 2-year-old hasn't gone to school yet, really. So the 2-year-old has an entire life for preschool, kindergarten to basically be socialized out of everything that they experience in the first 2 years of their life, versus the 29-year-old who's almost 30, who has led nothing but this life, and it's going to take a lot more therapy to get them to understand that's not normal.
So
Now, the kids in the middle,
Right.
there's a chance that
They could be okay.
They could be okay. They might still have some problems, but with some therapy, they could go on to live normal lives. But it's really the youngest ones that are going to have the easiest time of readjusting to life because they have more time to grow up and socialize and see what a normal life really is versus the older they are, the harder it's going to be.
Yeah, I totally get that, Ren. I totally get it. Yeah, you make a damn good point. Good job. I
Thank you.
100% agree with that.
Yep.
But I mean, I
Put that
guess
better than
it is.
Well, what
I guess it is. My bad, Pod. Go ahead, bud.
Real quick. All of these were they all their kids? Like they had these kids themselves?
Yeah, they're
So
all
every single one.
theirs.
That's incredible. I can more understand. Not even understand because it's still awful all the way around. But I could more understand them doing this too because I've heard instances of something like this happening with like foster kids. I cannot understand how anyone could do this to their own flesh and blood.
Sociopaths.
Let alone their exact no. They're psychopaths.
Psychopaths. Sorry.
They're insane.
No,
It's-
they're not psychopaths. They're not anything. They're
Pieces
goddamn
of
demons.
shit.
And
They're monsters.
They're got. And I don't give a fuck if you are an atheist or anything else. Those are fucking demons. Period. I mean, hey,
Yeah.
that's just me.
I use the word
It's-
monster, but
Monster should be burned alive, and any number of tortures you could possibly think of.
Yeah,
I
well, I mean-
definitely would not cry if these people got shanked in prison.
29-year-old,
I mean,
82 pounds.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I think if you hurt people that badly, I'm pretty sure you're not a human being. And I'm totally fine with you using the word demon.
Yeah, I'm not arguing. For reference, I am skinny as fuck, and I'm 118 pounds. This dude weighed less than me.
Yeah,
Let's see.
Thorn is a very tiny woman. She really is.
That's
So,
why I wouldn't be shocked to hear that some of these kids are in the hospital for a good while.
Yeah,
They're
gonna.
actually having a really hard time speaking to them as to what actually happened.
Well, I would assume
Yeah.
so because they're probably having flashbacks of it. I mean, here's the
No,
thing.
not even flashbacks, dude. Just not being able to
Cope.
fucking
Who
like,
even knows it? Do they even know how to fucking speak?
like
like,
not
Oh yeah,
Like-
yes they do.
like not even enough nutrition to be able to actually, say the
Be
fucking
able to say
words
anything.
and pronounce those and everything else, dude.
Also, thank
Like-
fuck they know how to speak, because if you don't learn how to talk within the first 5 years of your life, you never will.
I mean,
Yeah.
You need to learn in that time period.
I'm sure Pod has heard about this about in Vietnam when they captured this and they held them for years and years and starved them. Like it was one of those things to where, like when they actually rescued them, like they could barely speak, like they could barely like talk to the people who rescued them.
Yeah.
It's one of those things like when you are actually no shit malnourished, like you legitimately cannot fucking talk. Your brain does not work the same fucking way.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's very, very hard for somebody who has had no nutrition, no water, no anything for the past years.
Yeah, that doesn't
Yeah.
help with the mental development either.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't.
No.
In
We
terms
gotta
of human speech, they all like went out in public and stuff. I don't know why no one noticed, but there you go. Sometimes people don't want to see what they think is going on behind their back. I'm questioning the community on this one too. You
I'm
didn't
more
notice how small they were?
I'm more
Are
questioning.
they
the
even allowed
family.
out of the house though?
Once a year,
Yeah,
there
they
are
have
pictures. There are pictures of them out. I more question actually when they went to family events like weddings and stuff, why family members didn't look at the kids and go,
Oh, they
"What's wrong with them?"
they didn't show up to any family gatherings. They moved from Texas and nobody had seen them for years.
No,
It's
there's
because- well,
actually
it's-
there's
that's-
Well, I
pictures
mean,
of them at
well, I
family
That's the
mean,
reason why is because that guy
Well,
kidnapped the girl.
I
And,
mean,
you know,
I mean, fuck. Even if they did, it's
Ren,
one of those
I'm
things.
sorry.
Like, you
Go ahead,
don't
Ren.
wanna,
Oh, I said there were actually pictures of them at family gatherings.
There were
There
some
was-
church
Yeah,
ones too.
exactly. It's one of those things. It's like, oh, I don't want to talk bad about my neighbor, and I don't want to talk bad about so and so's kids, or I don't want to talk about so and so's family. It's one of those things, dude. It's
Well,
fucked up and it's wrong.
how big of a town do they live in?
That shit,
Don't know.
that shit happens
Not sure.
everywhere, dude. It doesn't matter if you're in.
No,
fucking,
what I'm asking is, well, here's the thing, because I live in a town of 15,000 people. That's a
Pod,
thing that
pod.
happens.
God, it
No,
doesn't
I'm not.
matter.
Yo,
Yeah,
yo,
I know it
yo.
does. Hang on, Tennessee. Hang on, real quick. I know exactly if it's a smaller town, I know exactly the reason why, because people think it's rude or uncouth, and I do not agree with that at all.
But
I
see,
think they should have said something. It's
But
incredibly idiotic to not.
Todd, that's the thing. It doesn't matter whether it's a big town or a small town or a subdivision or a big city or whatever. Like, people don't like talking bad about the people they live around. That's just something that happens wherever you fucking go. It doesn't matter, who you live around or whatever. People don't like fucking with their neighbors. So yeah, they went out to family greetings or picnics or whatever the fuck these people went to. And yet people still saw these kids or these people fucking malnourished and everything else, and they didn't want to say anything simply because
but they're good Christians. I don't want to smear their name.
Don't
so
fucking
you don't say
talk bad
anything.
About Christians.
No, I mean that's like from the article. Actually, we don't understand. They were such a good Christian couple.
Matter because I'm a Christian. Those motherfucking people ain't Christians, and that's just what I'm saying. But it's one of those sayings like you don't talk bad about your neighbors. You let your neighbors deal with their own shit. Whether it's a big city or you live in an apartment in a big city or you live in a small town, it's one of those things like people tend to stay to themselves. They tend to I'm going to mind my own business and not worry about what this person did or what that person does or whatever. And I mean,
we do live in a fairly laissez-faire society.
Fucking A, dude. I care about me. I don't care about them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Back Dolphin.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I dropped my computer and I broke the USB port that the headphones plugged into. So
Well, here's the problem: is that your damn ding dong. That's the first problem.
Well, you're coming in great now, bro.
Yeah, you actually sound better.
Well, I'm on the desktop, which is made for this. So.
Well, you sound great. I'm hearing that smooth, fucking silky voice.
Did you guys?
Wow.
Did you guys know that there were supposed to be
up?
pictures of them at Disney World in 2016? Apparently.
Yeah.
Wow. So going to be like those Obama pictures where like 3 years old?
And he's in Kenya.
Did you guys see that? The Christmas photos or Thanksgiving photos of the Obamas? They were like from 2 years ago.
Now what?
No.
I'm not 100% sure what you're talking about.
The holiday pictures that Obama put out on his Twitter, they were like 2 years old.
Yeah, maybe read photos.
It was just funny.
I haven't cared about Obama since he gave a speech in front of the officers and basically was talking about Jim Crow laws and everything else. So sorry,
I haven't cared about Obama ever.
No. I have one more story there, Thorn.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey,
Ren, last story. No, go ahead, Ren.
All right. This is a fun little thing. Tide Pod Challenge causes false rumor to spread. Tide Pods aren't being discontinued. Apparently, several social media accounts have been tweeting out that Tide Pods are being discontinued because of the Tide Pod Challenge, which Tide was quick to point out, no, we're not discontinuing them. Please don't stop saying this.
Well, I'll say this much: I've seen photos on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook of where they are literally locking. Like, okay, well, now I have like 2 guys in the live stream with me. Y'all know when you go to Walmart or anything else, like when you try to buy like the expensive like electric razor, where they're like hidden behind like a plastic case, and you got to take them to the register to get them unlocked.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Hot.
Yeah, I buy those too.
Also, there's a number of medicines like allergy meds that are over the counter. You have to do the same thing with.
Yep.
Well, God damn it! I was trying to have the only other 2 males in the fucking chat actually realize, like, y'all buy those electric razors, the expensive ones.
No.
I buy the men's razors too. And that's stupid.
I have a Dollar Shave Club.
I grow a beard.
Yeah.
I grow a beard like a man.
Oh shit! Shut the fuck up, you old man.
Fucking A. Anyways, there are very expensive razors or electric razors and everything else, and they're encapsulated in this plastic little case. You have to take them to the register in order for the cashier to unlock them for you to buy them. I've seen pictures on social media of them doing the same goddamn thing with Tide Pods. After all of this,
Apparently, Tide laundry detergent, the pods are a big theft item. People will actually pop open the containers, dump them out in their purse, and then put the container back on the shelf.
Oh, dude, it's like
yeah, that's
So that's not really.
I eat those things all the time.
That's for people stealing them to not have to buy laundry detergent.
it used to be like cough medicine. I think that was the big thing back in the day when
Yeah.
everybody was like doing like triple C's and all that type of shit.
Also, depending on the area you're in, cough medicine is frequently used to make meth.
I don't
Yeah.
know an area where I haven't been carded for cough medicine.
Yeah, nothing
In
harder.
Chicago, really not a thing.
I'm like
And they
the
still card you.
I am like the goddamn South Park episode. I remember. You remember?
Yeah.
You remember when you
I
could buy
remember.
cough medicine? I remember. I remember.
I also remember when you could buy medicine for different age groups and not have to have it be two separate checkouts.
Well, do you know why? It's because
Yeah.
meth rates are extremely high now, and that's what you put
Oh.
in meth.
I know, and it's incredibly annoying when you have 3 kids, and then you have to go, well, the husband needs NyQuil and DayQuil. Well, the youngest needs this version. Well, the middle ones can take this one. And then you get told, can you split this up? You can't have 3 types of cold medicine in one checkout. And it's like,
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yep.
really?
Well, here's the other thing: is like I don't know if you guys know this, but a lot of people drink the medicine now to get like high.
Hi.
Yeah.
That pod not to
Dude, I thought I was old.
I was about to say not to put my own age out on there, but yeah, dude, I've heard of that for
Yeah,
a
that's
while
old.
now. I've heard of that. Yeah, that's been a
Purple
while.
drinking
homie.
scissor.
I'm just saying.
Scissor.
Yeah,
You're like the youngest one here, man.
he
How
really
did,
is.
how did you pull that one up?
Who me?
Yeah. All right. So
I don't know, man.
the parent company P&G is really concerned about this product. By the way, I'm actually reading an article, and if you guys want to continue talking about Tide Pod Challenge, I'll let you know what happens at the end.
I don't know if you guys know this, but Tide Pod calls from the Poison Control Center are actually down like 14% from last year.
Well, I don't know if you guys knew this,
Maybe it's
but
because people are being more careful with them.
all of those little bakeries and everything else that are coming out with those little Tide Pod like coloring cookies, they look dope as fuck.
Yeah, they actually do.
Tide Pods are delicious. I don't care what anyone says. I eat those shits all the
They
time.
smell amazing.
I have them in the morning. I have
But-
them in the evening. I have them at lunch.
Of course you do. I will say though, with the Tide Pod challenge thing, I don't think P&G is going to pull the Tide Pods thing because it's probably going to cause an uptick in people actually buying it for laundry detergent because that's just the brand that's going to stick in their heads. That or they'll just continue it and Gain will end up getting all the money because everyone still goes, fuck, I don't want to have to have a bottle of laundry detergent. I liked the one you threw in and you were done.
Bro, what's the somebody told me that something else that's like super trivial gets locked up. Oh, I think it was like the Gatorade or something like that because people steal so much of it. It's somewhere somewhere in like Chicago.
Yeah,
People just
I
like
know what
steal
you're
like
talking
Gatorade.
about.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
They steal the little you know the little energy packs that they sell now. They
Yeah,
like
dude,
steal those. and they steal like the
yes,
actual bottles.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Pod. Yes.
Oh, and the liquor.
Jesus. Yeah, the liquor needs to be locked up.
Okay, so the ending result is that the stock price is up.
Wow. Right.
And it's not just Tide. It's Gain apparently has some pods for your dishwasher as well.
And they have
And-
laundry flings as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're seeing a rise in both. Rise
right,
in
well-
sales in both.
While we have a pause, we have a 5. I don't know what CH is for money, but whatever. Schmeckle, can you show me the whiskey way? Next weekend would be best. From
Swiss-
Object of Hate.
It's Swiss franc, by the way.
Swiss franc. Thank you.
Huh. Anybody know who I should invite?
Maybe it's a Czech franc.
I'm asking. There's no takers. That's
Who should we
weird.
invite?
Oh, it's Confederation.
Confederation. Oh,
Yeah, Swiss
The
Confederation.
South will rise again, motherfucker.
There we go.
and
Somebody
there's
so
someone got it.
Rise again! Yay!
Yeehaw!
Oh,
Listen up,
you want-
buckos. The South's gonna rise
What's up,
again.
Samaj?
And Schmeckle says to say the producer says yes, he owes you a good whiskey drunk.
Hmm.
There's your answer.
Just a
Well,
drink.
I have
Drunk.
heard stories about apparently the Dolphin Radio up in here. He makes a mead of some sort. I think people need to.
Oh yeah.
It's delicious.
I
I still
think
have
people
3
need
bottles.
So I've
to
heard.
get on that.
Yeah, I need to do a fundraiser to get a bucket of honey. $155, and I get a bucket of honey, and I can start
Okay, yeah, whenever I
manufacturing
get paid
again.
whenever I get paid from work, I'll give you money.
But
Please do.
yeah, right now I'm kind of not in a position to be purchasing honey by the bucket, so I can make meat again. I have everything else. I just
Oh, you
need
heard
the
that,
honey.
Ghost?
No,
You guys heard
I-
that? He said, go subscribe to him.
No, Dolphin. No, Dolphin. Here's what you need to do. This meat that you make needs to be like an exclusive type shit. Like only the finest people get it. It
Only
needs to be
patrons
like
get
I
it.
could definitely do it, but you'd have to prove ID, and I couldn't technically sell it because I'm not legally allowed to sell my alcohol.
Well, here's what you can do. You can
I-
go
for
to
example,
Patreon.
I charged Ren for a box, a big box, and a bunch of popcorn, and she gave me a lot of money for that big box and a lot of popcorn, and she enjoyed all the contents of that big box and a lot of popcorn.
Bam Margera is hiding his
Both boxes.
Yes.
identity. Hey, Tennessee Marine, are you Marine Bam Margera? Are you hiding your
yeah.
identity?
Am I Bam Margera? Dude, I wish I had a fat uncle like Bam Margera, but no.
Okay.
And
Uncle
also,
Vito.
yeah. Unfortunately, I can't skate that good, but I outshoot Bam Margera any day of the week.
Tranme Girl wants people to pay her $1,500 to come on camera and wrestle around in a bucket of honey.
I mean that's a possibility.
I don't know. I don't
That'd be
know if I
entertaining as
could.
fuck.
I don't know if I could offer it as a patron. I think that would be similar to selling it, and I think
No,
the
no,
law is
no,
We
very.
could, well, it's not technically
no,
selling.
It's-
Dolphin. You are thinking way too like small time. We need to make a Patreon or a GoFundMe. So with the honey, you get the honey to make the meat, and then we also have enough honey to where Tranime Girl wrestles naked in a vat with like Thorn and Ren, and we live stream
Do you
that
have
shit.
any idea how much
and it-
honey that would take and how expensive? Like 5
gallons.
gallons is
That's a
$155.
lot of fucking honey.
Where the fuck are you
we
buying
could-
your honey
we
from?
could
An
do
artisan
it.
farm?
We could
No,
do
it's just
it. We
expensive
could
to get a lot of honey.
capitalism.
It's not cheap.
Capitalism. That's all
Have
I'm
you hold on. Have you
Cap-
Hey,
considered?
hey,
hold on.
Okay,
Hey,
okay,
hey,
okay, yo!
One at a time.
Everybody's talking at once. Cut
Okay,
it out.
let me ask a question. See, I just got here. Have you considered getting a beehive and doing it that way?
yes, I have a beehive.
Okay, it doesn't matter. We need fucking Dolphins mead to be like top shelf shit. We need Dolphins mead to be like top shelf or top shelf shit. You have to. It's got to be like $1,000 bottles level of fucking mead, and then we use that profits to buy more honey, and then Tranime Girl and Ren and fucking Thorn wrestles naked in a fucking like little kiddie pool of honey of that shit, and we put it behind a paywall. Got some money for the cut stream. What's up with this shit? God damn it, Schmeckle.
Wow.
I'm making you money. I'm making you money. I'm making ideas. I'm making ideas. man.
Ooh, Ren, do that again.
What?
1-1.
I'm kind of particular about the honey, but Pod, Go and look up honey prices right now, just on the sidebar, and just come back and apologize to me. Okay?
No,
if you
hey,
can
I'm
find-
not. By the way,
Fine,
if anyone
You know what,
cares,
we can
we
do
are
this
one
much.
sub away from 2,000.
That's a good choice. Tranime Girl says it doesn't have to be
Hold
real
my
honey
thought.
because it's not
Hold my
like people
thought.
can like smell it or anything. It doesn't have to be real honey. It could be like corn syrup.
Are you fucking kidding me?
92 people watching this shit. If any one of y'all is not subbed to this channel, sub right
now.
We
Yeah.
did, according to my little feed here, it says here we just reached the 2K amount.
Woo!
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yay!
Schmeckle, did you see that?
You guys double me up.
Congratulations.
And then go
my-
stop to reading Ren.
Yes.
We got
I
it.
think it's up to me.
We got it, my dudes.
Wait.
All right, but hey,
Flip
I
up.
was about to say, me
Okay.
and Samaj, and Pod and Dolphin will like if we want to do this like low cost type shit. Me, Dolphin, Samaj wrestle in like molasses. Is that
I'm thinking like more like sorghum.
And here I thought the bigger draw would be me and Thorn wrestling in Jello.
hey, naked. If you want to see that, if you want to see
Jello.
If you want to see the Tennessee Marine and Samaj and the Dolphin Radio and Politipod wrestle in a fucking like little kiddie pool full of fucking molasses, donate $1.
I need at least
Donate
six.
$2.
I need
Like,
at least
come on.
6 feet.
That's a whole lot of man meat in one fucking tub.
The chances of this happening aren't
Donate.
zero.
I need at least
donate
6 feet of
donate
water.
To be honest, the only one that we would probably have trouble getting to America is Samaj, because
Well-
we all live within like a three state
Yeah.
range from each other.
Donate some. Donate $1. Donate $2. Come on, throw them super chats
Go
up.
ahead, Smash.
I was just gonna say I'm still working on the passport thing. Also, you'd have to donate a little bit extra money because I'm a bit on the camera shy part. I'm sure some people may have realized that.
You can wear your
So I
mask
need to
that
get
you wore to
myself.
the meetup.
I
We will
need.
put a
Let
fucking
Samaj
mask.
finish. Hey.
I need to get myself one of those Mexican wrestling masks, and I'll get.
No, we will put a mask over your face and you will wrestle with us.
I
naked
will.
in a
I will.
vat of molasses.
I will do it.
Lurker says I donate $2.
$2. Lurker is amazing.
$2.
Yes.
Samaj, you better prepare that booty. Prepare that booty. Because I'm fucking all you motherfuckers up in the molasses pit.
The molasses
We
pit.
are doing this shit.
Want to get you up in like a shield triple power bomb into the fucking molasses. Just gonna be me, Dolphin, and Samaj. We're gonna get you in a triple choke slam.
Oh, fuck wrestling moves. I'm going straight Brazilian jiu-jitsu on y'all's asses.
I'm
Like, I
gonna
don't know
put
what the fuck y'all talking about.
I'm gonna put
Yeah,
you
I
in the guillotine headlock into the molasses so you smother to death.
My capoeira will fuck you all up.
Bring it. All right, fine. Me and Samaj. Fuck Politipod. He can be on the side. He can
Smash. We've gone
He
from
can be-
fucking cheese to honey.
He can be
Yeah,
his
we,
my
tag-
we,
God.
we
He can be
really
his
are
tag-
resembling CNN at this point.
At this point, I don't know.
Yeah.
Samaj can Samaj can have Politipod as his tag team. And it's just gonna be me and Samaj in a molasses pit in one of them little kiddie pools. Donate right now, and me and him's gonna fucking naked wrestle that shit. I'm gonna whoop his ass. Come on. If you love Samaj, donate some money. If you hate me, fucking donate some money. God damn it. Super chat that shit. What's up with it, Cunt Stream? Do it.
I'd probably get a lot. I don't know if I was working on a thumbnail, which I don't know if I can muster that strength up tonight or not. But if I was to do that, maybe I should do the same thing with the cheese, with the bread and Thorn, instead of doing it with like what honey, Jello.
Jello.
All right.
Jello.
I will
Chat,
fuck
chat.
you up
Bro-
in some
It needs to be
molasses.
rhubarb.
Motherfuckers, chat. All right,
Rhubarb.
one for honey, 2 for Jello. If I was
Yes.
I'm gonna be honest.
Also, if you vote for Jello, you have to put what color you want.
Lemon.
Dolphin.
Hint of
Dolphin.
shrimp. Go to my Twitter if you really want to see tits. They're there.
There's a lot of tits.
She's wrong.
Yeah.
Not wrong.
I fucking divided the communitar with that last thumbnail with the asses and tits.
Asses, tits,
And
tits.
cheese.
Okay, so rhubarb tastes like sour green apples.
Hey, can we put lasagna as 3?
Um,
Lasagna.
Wiki.
Dog, hey, Dolphin, you want to go against me in some lasagna? What's up with it?
No, I just want the lasagna.
Oh,
I think Dolphin's just hungry.
I
Bro,
think
you
he's
want to
just
go in the
hungry.
fucking? Bro, you want to
I'm
go in the
hungry.
fucking spaghetti pit? I will fuck you out. My spaghetti will flow out of my pockets and attack you.
Guess what? Guess what? This is still better than the Kilroy ball pit. So,
Spaghetti.
and it
Look,
ain't even happening. And we ain't even getting about $8,000 worth of or fucking donations for it yet. This is still better than the Kilroy ball pit and everything else. Come on, chat, donate some goddamn money. What's up with me versus
they weren't gonna
Samaj
have a ball pit.
in a fucking molasses ball in a molasses pool?
This is not gonna happen.
And then Dolphin versus Politipod and fucking Honey. Apparently, we're gonna do this shit. Come on, let's go with it.
Look, I hate to tell you this, there, Pod, but I'm pretty sure Tennessee Marines gonna like bitch slap your spaghetti, and
I will spaghetti his spaghetti. By the way, look at my screen.
Dude,
Why?
I fuck all y'all up.
2001.
That was a hell of a year.
That was a hell of a year. I missed 2001.
Yeah.
I don't. You know what happened in 2001? The Twin Towers.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
I was about to say, don't miss this one particular day we could have done without, but
Operation Enduring Freedom started in that year.
That's true. That's true.
Dolphin did it. Dolphin.
No, I was
Ryan had dropped
actually laid up. I was bedridden because I had
The
fractured my
Japanese
neck.
were right. The
2 months
Japanese
earlier.
were right.
Lurker says don't spill your
Right,
spaghetti.
goddammit.
No,
The
seriously.
Japanese were right.
I
No,
was-
the Japanese were right. Dolphin did it. God damn it.
all right, calm the
Super
fuck down.
You're going autistic.
No,
Yeah,
it was-
just that down.
Turn it down.
It was a little irritating to me because I was strapped to a neck brace and laying in bed watching that, going, "Shit, I'm 19. I should be joining the army today, but I'm not." It sucks.
I was about to say I was like 11 when September 11th happened, and I joined the Marines. So what the fuck was your excuse there, Pod? Or not Pod? Like goddamn,
the fuck
like
did I
the-
do?
Wait, hold on. This is
the
not
fucking
something
army,
for
big
which
guy.
we yell at Pod for.
No, I was
Probably old
I
enough
just
to join
fucking hate
this.
you so goddamn much. I blame everything
What
on
the
you.
fuck did I do?
I was in traction, dude. I couldn't go. Why Pod? Why?
Hashtag
Pussy.
blame it all on Pod.
Yeah.
Hashtag just let me die.
Hashtag blame it all on Pod. Hashtag blame it all on Pod. I still don't see no motherfucking super chats. I'm dead serious about this. I will wrestle the fuck out of Samaj.
Dude, me
in
and
some
Tennessee
fucking
are like
molasses.
literally down the road from each other. If you guys want to donate like $100, we can
Yeah.
make some fucking jello.
That's why I said the chances of this happening are not zero.
I
So-
don't
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah, no shit. All right, fine,
I'll
fine.
fucking travel for that.
I will. All right, fine.
Operation
I
Enduring
will
Freedom
fight.
is definitely when spaghetti was fit.
No bullshit. No bullshit. I will MMA fight Politipod. Fucking Jello if you donate to this super chat right now.
On a side
He
note,
lives in Kentucky. I live in Tennessee. Chat this shit right now. I will if this super chat gets over $100 tonight, I will Jello fight Politipod. I will meet him in Kentucky.
I'll do you
this.
one more. I'll do you one
You
more.
heard it here, folks. Jello fight Politipod.
It's not gonna
I'll
be
do you
Nick
one
Jello
more.
fight, though.
If anybody donates $100, I will personally ship them a pile of my own human fecal matter. Like seriously, what are you really buying? What the fuck are you purchasing here? You want Tennessee Marine to go to Kentucky and fight
You're
Politipod?
losing the
Have
crowd.
have you seen these guys?
Dolphin, you're losing the crowd.
I'm not actually
Come on,
gonna
man,
send my
Dolphin,
shit.
Dolphin. I will disagree.
You talked about shit. You talked about shit. We got to get back from this.
All right. No. All right. Let me back out gracefully. I'm not actually gonna send my shit. My point is, have you seen these guys? What exactly are you trying to do? You don't want to see this
Because I want to fight Politipod in a
No. I'm okay with that.
Goddammit.
I'm not
And we
going
need to
to watch
donate.
that.
We need to donate right now.
How
We
about
need to
this,
donate.
Tennessee?
I would-
Guys, alrighty. We need to donate.
We're gonna.
I get-
We're gonna.
You're
have to
repeating
start-
yourself now, dude.
Tennessee, how about this? It could be a double feature. You can fight Politipod MMA style, and me and Thorn will wrestle in Jello.
Okay,
Then
I like
people
that
might
idea.
actually.
Okay, after
And
we
can
were
we just
done-
like fucking?
Much better
Okay,
idea.
after,
Much better idea.
after me and Politipod fight in Jello, MMA
Yeah.
style,
Hang on.
MMA style.
No,
like-
no,
Yeah.
no Jello.
Chill.
No Jello. No naked.
Okay,
no
fine,
Jello.
fine. Me and
No
MMA
feces.
No shit.
No shit.
Fine. Me and Pod fight MMA style in Kentucky, and then Ren and Thorn Jello wrestle in a little kiddie pool full of Jello.
Okay, I'm gonna call time.
Super chat that shit.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
time out, guys. We have a super chat.
Yeah.
Ren, do you want to read that out because it's directly to you?
I got it. Hint of Shrimp says, reading Ren, may I have a tit sign at Hail Shrimp?
Do you have a pen
Sure.
handy?
I think he's talking on Twitter.
I think that's a
Is-
polite way of saying, may I please see your cleavage?
Or like, no, can you clarify that there, Shrimp? Can you clarify whether or not you want her to actually write it on her chest?
For $2?
Clarify.
No, $5.
For
Alright.
$5?
Reading rent is worth much more than $5. God damn it!
Up,
Chat,
up,
you
up,
better,
up. More,
you better
more, more.
donate more. You better donate more. Hell no. Reading rent is worth much more than $5. God damn it!
She's a
Especially for
classy
them
lady,
titties.
God damn it.
Especially for them titties. Better donate more.
Oh, I mean, she could just sort of like sign it on one boob, and then the more money we get, we can put more on the other boob, and then another one, then another one.
This ain't even worth half a tit. Come on.
Well, $5. Well, hold on a second. If it's $5 collected over time, I mean that could be like $5, and
There's
Like-
another $5 super chat.
you have to understand she's blessed. Okay, so she has the room.
There's no $5 super chat.
Yes, Lurker. Here's more money for the fight. Also, stop spilling spaghetti. Dolphin, you are a bit tipsy.
Boom. Shakalaka.
Okay,
Yes, I
I'll
know.
stop stealing my spaghetti. I'm sorry. Sorry, Lurker.
Trying to let it wear off before I go to bed.
It's not gonna wear off, Dolphin.
Thanks for subjecting us to that.
Pod, I'm still gonna MMA fight you in Kentucky.
God damn it.
I ain't seen enough super chats for it yet.
Leave me alone.
I ain't seen enough
Do
super
it.
chats. I think we need about $50 more.
You sound
$50 more. $50 super chat, and I will fight MMA style Politipod in Kentucky. I will drive my happy ass up to Kentucky, MMA fight this motherfucker, and then Thorn and Reading Ren will Jello wrestle and some shit, and we'll live stream that shit on the country.
I actually own a Star Spangled bikini top, so
So do I.
$50
Ah!
super chat.
we're
I
gonna
would've-
make it patriotic boobies.
Yeah. $50 super chat. What's up with it, chat? What's up with it? Who's got them big bucks? An MMA fight and then a
Boobies.
Jello wrestling.
Boobies.
I thought this was the news.
Yeah, no, that stopped being the news about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I'm just
I
trying
kind of
get-
suck. I'm not
You
gonna
literally
lie.
missed like
I'm
half
just
the
trying to get
fucking
some money from my
songs.
friends.
oh,
I don't know what y'all
okay.
talking about.
my dude. Hint of Shrimp was saying no. He wants you to write it on your boobs.
All right.
Woo!
See if I find something that's not Sharpie, because Sharpie is a bitch to wash off.
Bikini string.
Ballpoint pen, maybe.
Yeah. Here, I'll be back.
Yeah,
Pilot
I like to think.
Getting a tit sign.
I like to think that we're on the cusp of news entertainment. That being like, be
News
entertaining.
entertainment.
Well,
Yeah,
well,
exactly. I
informative.
mean, would you rather watch CNN lie to you, or would you rather watch the Cunt News Network and actually have a possible MMA fight along with girls Jello wrestling? How long as you donate? I mean, come on. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
Well,
seriously.
What
I
the
think
fuck's up with it, people?
I think what happened.
$50 super chat right now. This shit fucking happens. I will drive my happy ass to Kentucky. MMA fight the Politipod right fucking now. And Reading Ren and fucking Lady Thorn will Jello wrestle in a fucking thing full of Jello in bikinis. That's gonna happen. $50 super chat. What's up?
It's gotta
with it?
be
Who's
tonight,
got
though.
them big bucks?
It's gotta be tonight, though.
What donations?
Hmm.
Ah,
It's gotta
This is
be
a
within
limited
the next
time offer,
6
cunts.
It's got to be within the next 6 minutes.
That's gotta
Literally.
be. Yep. Yep, literally. It's a one time only, motherfuckers. I mean, one time only.
One time only,
$50 super
6
chat.
minute
I
offer.
drive my happy ass to Kentucky, MMA fight, the Politipod, and Ree and Ren and Lady Thorn will come and Jello wrestle in bikinis on live stream. $50 super chat. Who's got the big money?
Mute
Who's
Ghastly
got
says, I want to fight people too. You can fight Samaj. Trying to make girl says, what, you're just leaving me out?
Oh, yeah, this was originally her idea. Tranime can also Jello wrestle.
Tranime girl will
Roaming-
get a cut. Tranime girl will get a cut. That's
Roaming
it.
Savage said he'd rather watch CNN than watch you two fags roll around in Jello.
What? I'm not
No. It's not gonna be
The
me.
girls are rolling around in Jello, you deaf
Yeah,
fuck.
The girls are going to roll around in Jello. Me and Politipod are gonna MMA fight in an actual fucking ring. I'm gonna beat that motherfucker's ass.
It's like
Or
Chris
he'll
said if
beat
I wanted
my
to
ass.
watch gay porn.
He'll beat
He'd
my
watch
ass.
porn.
One of the two. Come on, $50 super chat. You get a MMA fight, and then you get a fucking Jello or a bikini clad girls in Jello wrestling fucking live stream. What's up with it?
Yeah,
Star
$50
Spangled
super chat.
Bikini. Tranime girl, do you have a Star Spangled Bikini?
All right, hint of shrimp because you paid for it.
Boobs! Yeah.
There you go.
See, I can't do that because then the live stream would immediately get struck down. I'm not saying because my boobs are great. I'm saying because I don't have cleavage.
But you have some cleavage.
She's a member of the itty bitty titty committee.
I'm the president and co-founder.
President and co-founder. Jesus.
You're welcome, hint of shrimp. You paid for it, so you got it.
He can't even spell correctly. That's how great it was.
Man, y'all motherfuckers got boobs for like
Boobs,
MMA,
so-
yeah, the MMA
$5.
fight, we can just like throw pizza and just Italian, any type of Italian food. We'll just
$5.
throw it in the ring.
Stromboli.
It's stromboli, tiramisu, pizza,
Oh,
Oh, don't mess up the tiramisu, man. Just pass it over here.
gelato.
Okay, fine.
Well,
How about this? How about this? Even more of a worthy of a $50 super chat. The Politipod in Kentucky, and then I will drive up to Canada and MMA fight Schmeckel for $50 super chat. What's up with it?
That's a bit much to promise for $50.
Yeah.
Cost more.
I got an idea for a funny fucking video.
I mean, it's one thing if they paid enough where me and Thor are close enough that travel wouldn't be that
They don't
big a
seem to
deal.
care about the boobs unless it's worth about $5. So I guess girls in their bikinis Jello wrestling ain't worth fucking that much money.
Well-
But guess what? I will MMA fight two fucking people, and you will still get a Jello wrestling.
every time you hear
fucking
MMA
live
fight,
stream.
do a shot.
No, because this don't.
Anytime you hear MMA, do a shot.
We don't need our viewers to die.
maybe what we need to do is set up a GoFundMe and have it stretch it out so that way we can do this all in the summer.
Oh, you know what I forgot?
What?
I forgot. I made a fucking GoFundMe
I'll
for
fuck
Liz
you up
Reptile.
in the winter. I'll fuck you
Wait,
up.
what? What? Go find me for who now? Pod?
I'm gonna GoFundMe for Liz Reptile so she can get her ass bleached and unstretched.
Oh,
Made a GoFundMe for that.
hey.
Let me pull up that link real quick.
What the fuck?
Oh my goodness.
God, you're killing me,
Liz,
Pod.
Liz
Did,
Reptile
did
bleach
you
her
end
ass.
up raising any money? Because I do think that is a really good cause.
Okay, Schmeckle motherfucker, I'm gonna
What?
MMA fight you too. I'm gonna fight you in Canada after I get done with the Kentucky motherfucking the Politipod for $50.
I
You
heard
won't be
that.
able to go
It-
anywhere when you're done with me, Bucko.
As long as fucking Tennessee Marine is paying for all his own travel costs, I'm in for this.
I will pay.
One more minute, cunts.
Well,
One
one more
minute.
minute till what? God damn it.
Offer expires.
Oh
It's
yeah,
50
you got
freaking
one.
bucks, Schmeckle. We can't leave
You
it running
know what?
forever.
Hey,
You know what?
no, shut up.
50
This is
bucks.
this is my promo.
Yeah, it's
$50.
Tennessee thing.
$50 promo right now. $50. If you super chat that shit, I will pay my own way to fucking get to Kentucky. I'll fight the Politipod. I will pay my own way to get to Canada. I'll fight Schmeckle and I'll live stream that shit. And at the end of it, Lady Thorn and Reading Ren get to wrestle in a
He's
tub
on one
full
about
of
this,
jello.
dude.
Come on, $50.
He doesn't care.
Yeah,
50 motherfucking
Tennessee Marine. I'm willing to do this as long as we stream it live on the Cunt stream. I gotta
The
be the
whole
one making
thing-
the
the
fucking
whole
money off
thing
of this.
I'm
Hey,
trying to get you
Schmeckle,
money right now, motherfucker. What do you think I'm talking about?
Pod said I could fight some. Yeah, that's true. We give Mute Ghastly gets to fight Samaj as well.
Mute Ghastly. If you want to fight Samaj, he's a large man. I think he might have the advantage.
You know what? I'll throw in
hey,
another
Schmeckle, I think you
fucking
got
contender.
I
I'll
think
fight
they-
all of them.
I
I'll
think they
come
took
to
it down.
after I'm done in Kentucky. I'll fight Politipod. Then I'll fight Schmeckle. Then I'll fight Samaj. What's up? $50. Super chat.
Fucking crazy.
Tennessee Marine, you realize you're making all these promises. If we get a $50 super chat, you got to actually fucking do this.
Yeah, and it's gonna cost you a lot in travel.
I'm able
Especially-
to get there. What's up?
Good.
Dude?
As long as you got the fucking money.
Yeah, are you able
my
to?
dude,
Michael, how much longer
fucking
till
drunk?
we end the actual stream itself?
What's that?
How long are we?
Still waiting
How long is it gonna be until we end the stream?
on that $50 super chat.
Well, we're done the fucking news part, so whenever the fuck I decide.
Okay. I wanted to discuss something with you now. Are you in Tennessee?
Yeah. Also, Tennessee, are you willing to cover travel costs for either me or Thorn? Because me or Thorn aren't necessarily in the position like you to pay for travel costs for Jello wrestling.
All right, you know
Right.
what? I will cover Thorn and Reading Ren's.
Do you
travel costs.
even know where these people are coming from? Because I kind of do.
He does. Trust me.
Yo, I don't care. I'm all about it. I just want
You're
to fight.
talking about some long distance travel there.
That's fine. I just want to fight, and I just want to make the country some money. So what's up with it?
Okay. If
What's
you
up?
can cover it,
I mean,
dude.
if you're gonna cover
All right, no,
what you gonna do?
wait. Since I'm gonna have to cover Lady Thorns and Reading Ren's travel and everything else, I might need a $55 super chat.
50. Hey, you know what, cunts? If we get $50, I'll give him the fucking $5. Oh wait! The $5 comes to me anyway. I don't know what the fuck I'm arguing with.
You're retarded.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Mute Ghastly's a
I'm about to
5'3"
beat your ass
female.
in Canada. Why are you trying to make some money for the? God damn it!
The roaming savage has a good point. Tennessee Marine, just donate the $50 yourself. It would be cheaper.
I know, right? God damn it! I'm just trying to make some money for your stream, dude. Like I'm all about it.
Wait. If you're talking about making money for the stream, what are you doing here? Are you making false promises? Is your mouth casting promises that your check can't deliver? Like, come on.
No, I think he's saying that he's willing to go out of pocket quite a bit to cover travel costs for me and Thorn, travel himself, all to make you guys $55.
You know what? The fucking Kumite does internet blood sports. Why the fuck don't we just do real ones?
Yeah, I was about to say, like, to be honest, like, if I get to beat the fuck out of the Politipod in his own home state, and then I get to travel to Canada and beat the fuck out of Schmeckle in his
Tennessee.
home
I
country.
want to ask you a real question, real quick. Okay. Is your
What's up,
what's your training background in the MMA? Because if your answer is military hand to hand, your answer's wrong.
Well, Pod, that's cool, dude. I don't know shit, honestly, man. I don't know.
Leaving without saying goodbye, Dolphin?
Hey,
He's
dude,
not saying it's gonna be a professional fight. We're just gonna throw some fists at each other.
No, not
We're just
at
gonna
all.
throw
Hey,
fists.
no, hey, Pod, I don't know a goddamn thing. I hope you teach me. And I hope when I show up and I beat your motherfucking ass, I hope I learn something.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm gonna die.
I'm just curious.
I'm hearing all this laughter. Pod, what's your background?
Aside being a black belt in Tang Sudo.
Well, when he was 3, he killed a bear with his bare hands.
Killed a bear with a bear. Let's see. First degree black belt in Tang Sudo. Did MMA for 3 years. American
Oh my
top team
God.
trainer certified. I know
kinda
Krav
swole,
Maga a little bit.
Oh Jesus
Okay.
Christ! Pod
My
is a
dad-
trained killer.
my dad owns a karate school in the town.
That's
My
cool,
dad's a
Pod.
7th degree black belt.
Hey, Pod, by the way, when I get to Kentucky and I actually show up in your home state and I beat the fuck out of you, I hope you can look your dad in the eye after I'm done with you.
Say, Dad, please.
Well, we got the malevolent rider in the chat. He says next week I'm doing a video on Minions of the Zoo, and next week can I do a video on the Cunt stream? Ren, can ask. You got to clarify there. Do you mean a video about us? Because yeah, certainly. Go ahead.
He was
Do you mean you want us to play one of your videos? Because it depends on whether or not it's
Worth
good.
it.
Yeah.
Well, granted, how many people make videos about the Cunt stream?
Futternutter.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, but let's be honest. Futternutter, he was having some legal trouble with his wife. So,
Yeah.
Igor
Yeah.
said I once murdered a man for stepping on my freshly polished boots.
I'm sure you did.
Oh god.
I think Futter's the only person that's made a video specifically about the Cunt stream.
and that was
Yeah.
just funny.
Fuck
That
you
was just-
guys. I can't believe you kicked me off of your stream. Butter, it's not that serious, mate.
No, I think he's actually made 3 of them. But I think at this point, he's in on the joke.
He invited me to some communist fucking thing on Facebook the other day.
Oh yeah, he was adding people to a communist group on Facebook for fun.
He's a weird guy, that Butter.
So, hey, so Pod, how bad is it gonna feel when you get your ass kicked by me?
I don't think that day will ever come, my man.
Oh, you really don't think that at all?
No.
Whatsoever?
I think Tennessee's serious about having this happen.
He's going a little bit too wild.
I don't know, Tennessee Marine. It doesn't look like we're getting the donations. You got all this
I
money.
don't-
You might need
don't.
to.
He doesn't
you might
even
need
care
to pop
anymore.
the
He just
money
wants
in
to kill
yourself.
me.
Yeah,
Kill it.
that's what I was saying. If if you got all this money to throw people all over the country, you do the super chat, man. Come on,
Yeah.
bring it.
And
Fucking money where your mouth is.
$50 to Speckle so you can go and fight me.
Like I ain't
Oh, they
trying to that's not how this works. I'm trying to make money for the Cunt stream, not give my money to the Cunt
But you're
stream.
about to donate a huge amount of money and travel for other people to go all over the country and yourself. That's going to be more than $50.
that's a
Tennessee,
Dolphin.
you're drunk. Go home.
Dolphin, that's a vacation for me. Like I get to beat Pod's ass and I get to go to Canada, and at the end of the day, I get to see 2 hot women wrestle naked.
And then
in
they
the
beat
King
your
Art-
ass with steel chairs. They come out of the woodwork,
Maybe.
just beat the shit out of you
And Jello.
with Jello.
It'll be the sweetest concussion you'll ever have.
Thorn throws Jello in your eyes, and Rin just hits you with the fucking chair in the back of the head. Gives you.
I would still get hard.
Yeah, most dead guys usually have an erection. I get.
Yeah, Objective Hate says Tennessee Marine not donating a cent for wrestling. Sorry, you need a new business plan.
I'm not talking about wrestling. I'm gonna.
The
I'm
females
going-
are going to be wrestling. The males are going to be hitting each other.
Exactly. I am
And
going
Matthew
to go to Kentucky and MMA fight the Politipod. I'm going
And
to
see
fight
that
him.
part of the
Gasly,
plan.
Gasly, I'll get you.
That
I'll
part
get
of
you
the
fucking
plan
Burger
sounds
King.
reasonable.
Listen, if you go and fight Samaj, I'll buy you Burger King. Gasly.
Well, I honestly don't think I could fight Samaj. I could fight the fuck out of Schmeckel, but I couldn't hit Samaj. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, you could probably. I'm not gonna lie, you could probably beat me up. I'm a very, very small man.
I don't care.
Are you smaller than Jeff
But
Holiday?
I'm willing. I'm a lot taller than Jeff Holiday, but
How much
I'm
taller?
scrawnier.
Hey, Schmeckel, I don't care how tall you are. I don't care how big you are. I've whooped worse, but I could punch you.
Single-handedly.
I think
I don't think I could ever hurt Samaj. I just don't think I could do that.
No,
you could hurt your brother
seen
in
what
arms?
Samaj looks like.
How dare you.
Nobody could hit Samaj. You'd
I
raise the fist, and then you'd find both your arms wrapped around him somehow.
I've met Samaj. He's a nice lad.
I've never met Samaj, but I couldn't hurt such a talented person. But Schmeckel, that annoying cunt. Same thing as you, Pod. And by
Just
the way,
watch the hands. That's all.
Hey, Pod. Yeah, we are brothers in arms. And guess what? This is gonna be one of those things. We're gonna see who's fucking better. Marines or fucking
Brothers in
army.
arms.
The
in
U.S.
Tennessee.
the National Guard.
Oh, 1 second. We got objective hate.
That's right. You're
Tennessee, shut the fuck up for a second.
Holy shit.
Oh, we got objective hate. He says, wrestling, fighting, all the same stuff. You make skepticism look like cheap prostitution by attempting to raise cash for that. First off,
Who the fuck mentioned skepticism?
yeah, skepticism. I've said this
Fuck that.
basically since I started my fucking channel. Skepticism is for smarter people than me. I'm a drunk.
Skepticism is exactly that. Exactly.
Morty, turn me into a skeptic, Morty.
No,
Intellectuals, please respond.
Academic.
Exactly.
Welcome.
But no, beyond that, you know this goddamn fight's not gonna happen. Tennessee Marine. I would like to say right now, nobody donate the fucking money, unless you really want to give us money. But don't expect anything to happen because Tennessee Marine is drunker than I am.
And I highly doubt he'll remember the promise of "I'll pay for people's travel expenses."
I mean, y'all say that, but I mean, I do remember certain things when I get drunk. Like, for instance, when I get drunk, the only thing I do is share sad songs to all my friends. I do remember all that.
You're just like Mycroft Holmes in that way.
Do you remember when you get really drunk how much money is in your bank account?
I know I have enough money in my bank account to fly to Kentucky and fly to Canada.
Why would
and
you
beat
fly
both of
here?
their
You
asses.
just fucking walk across fucking 20 minutes across the border. Why the fuck do you need to fly?
All right, I'll be back in a second.
I'm literally down the fucking street from you.
Just for the fucking fun of it, Tennessee Marines in charge.
Oh God.
Oh God!
I'm gonna die.
All right.
Oh,
Object of hate says 5 CHF, whatever the fuck that is.
It's a Swiss.
But like,
Swiss
tip.
franc.
Here's 5 chuffs against wrestling and fighting. Spend on booze instead.
Yeah, they really don't want to see you guys fight.
I like that. I like that guy.
I actually want Tonka to train me in
Things that are not going to happen.
I think the best thing you can ask Tonka for
I
is
think he'd rather play Warframe.
Hey, Thorn. Tonka ain't gonna do shit for you. Tonka ain't gonna do shit for you. I know how to fight. You know how to fight. Let's do this shit, Pod. What's up with it?
Wow.
I was about to say, why are you yelling at me? I don't want to fight either of you.
I know you're
I
gonna
didn't
jello
say
wrestle.
fighting. I
Ren.
said
Talk shit to her.
wrestling. I'm talking about
Talk shit to her.
wrestling.
Who's gonna win?
Jello
Ren-
wrestling's fun.
Ren versus Thorn. Ren versus Thorn. Who's
This
gonna
is-
win?
I'll be honest, like,
Ren.
Jello wrestling
Ren.
doesn't sound fun to me because that involves me getting sticky and gross.
Ren.
I don't
You
like
kill my
I don't
buzz.
like feeling sticky.
Skateboard
Ren.
competition. I don't know how to fucking ride a skateboard.
Oh no, I can't win a fight.
No,
I
can
would bet
tell.
I
against
don't even have
me.
the coordination enough to fucking do pogo stick. Do you think I can ride a fucking skateboard?
I'll probably pull something.
Nah. No, the real trick with Jello wrestling and chicks is all we have to do is wear bikinis, fake like we're fighting, and then accidentally have someone's top get pulled off.
There's a good idea from the live stream from Object of Hate at Tennessee Marine. How about a shooting contest at a range on Liz reptile targets?
Dude, I'll do that. I'll throw in. I'll throw in the ammo. I'll
Dude,
buy the
hey,
ammo.
I can
hey,
drive out.
Shove,
for that.
shove, dolphin. Shove, dolphin.
What the
See,
fuck?
Can
I'm
I
joining.
hey, Pod, if you ever come to Tennessee, man, my range is open 24/7 there, brother.
All right, let's do it then.
What is happening?
I don't know.
We're bonding because we're brothers in arms. This is what happens.
I still want to fight you, though. Fuck you.
Holy crap. Just pull them out and put them on the table. I'll go get a ruler.
You don't want to do that.
Why does it always come down to dick size with you girls? Like, I swear to God, like it.
What else is bro fighting?
No, I'm just thinking you guys could easily settle this.
You know what I'm saying?
Ruler.
Settle this by just meeting up at Kilroy. Why don't you go find
Fight me to Kilroy.
Yeah, but that requires being in Arizona, and it's Arizona.
On
Yeah,
that note-
Arizona.
On
I
that
thought
note, guys,
I thought
I'm gonna
Kilroy
go ahead.
cancel.
I'd rather go to
Oh.
Kentucky.
Yeah, I'll say this much: if I was gonna go to Arizona, I'm just gonna.
I think Dolphin was trying to say goodbye.
Bye,
Oh,
Dolphin.
yeah,
I love
Dolphin.
you.
Bye, Dolphin.
I love you.
Bye, bye,
There's
man.
your kiss.
Bye.
There's your kiss.
You know
Spit
what?
on him.
I love you too,
Faggot.
Pod, and not just in that gay way.
Oh, mine's wholeheartedly.
Peace out, Dolphin.
Faggot.
Love you, brother.
Bye.
Have a good one. bro.
And Object of Hate says, or do it at CuntCon. Yes, eventually, if we can raise the money, we're going to need about 150,000, 90,000 for security.
Oh, yeah.
We need 150,000 for the
we
one
will be
hook.
doing CuntCon.
You need a giant
We'll be
four
doing it
phones.
we'll be doing it in Toronto because that's of course where I live.
It's a disgusting
I need
city.
to be on familiar turf just in
Oh
case.
yeah, that is right. If I'm
News from the
supposed, if I'm supposed to fight Politipod, which is fine, I can go to Kentucky at any time. But if I'm gonna go up to Canada and fight you, it better be a indoor ring with heating. Because if I'm fighting you out in the cold, I no.
No,
Tennessee Marines is gonna
don't worry.
fight everyone.
You freeze to death.
We're not fighting in the cold. It will be an indoor venue.
I'll fuck you up then. What's up with it?
No, I'm fine with that
Tennessee got a
as
bit.
long as I get all the money out of it.
Chief Lakota says rulers don't cut it. Thorn need to bring out the tape measure.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Hey, as far as that conversation goes, you want to hear about time I actually ripped my girlfriend's vagina?
And on that note, I'm going to
Okay, wait. No, I want to hear the story about how big Tennessee Marine's dick is. Let's go.
I want to hear the sex sent me to the ER story.
Yes, let's go for it.
guys. I'll talk to you guys later.
Later, Pod.
Peace out, Pod.
Pod's like, and I'm out. That's my cue. Goodbye.
Come on, Tennessee. Tell us how big it is and how much it tore this little woman.
Well, she wasn't a little woman to begin
Oh
with.
no, she had a gaping vagina and it still tore her up.
Not gaping, but just good, like normal vagina.
Regular, just a regular pussy.
Yeah. Apparently, I guess if you hit it too hard, apparently when she grabs your neck and starts choking you and scratching you, apparently that doesn't mean I enjoy it. That means you're ripping my vagina and we couldn't have sex for like 2 weeks.
Oh, ow. Nope.
Now,
She actually had like little cuts on the inside of her
Ow.
vagina.
little cuts. You weren't doing it right.
Well, I mean, like they were like gashes, but I mean, I call them little because she was a pussy about it. But I mean,
if somebody took a razor to your dick, you would not be happy about it.
I'd take a fucking razor. I did before it was.
I'd probably
with
get
the methods.
harder.
But I used to take a razor to my dick on a regular basis.
I was about to say that just seems like
you got a groom.
kinky foreplay to me.
I mean, I can see how a bunch of little fucking cuts and all that shit would not feel the greatest.
No,
But I
dude.
mean, when you say you tore your girlfriend's vagina,
Yeah, I mean,
I'd be
I'm
freaking
thinking
out because
the
shit
little
is
cuts.
bleeding and I'm not on my period. Something's gone wrong.
Also,
it actually did bleed like quite a lot, and it was one of those things to where it was like, I'm like I pulled out, and it was one of those things. I was like, I'm so fucking sorry, my bad. I don't know how to fix this.
Tennessee, also, you
here's a-
forget one thing.
Here's
Women
a tissue.
pee out of there too, so the cuts get exasperate or
So every time she
hurts
peed,
worse.
it burned.
yeah.
Well, I mean, it
women do
wasn't-
not piss out of the same hole that you fuck.
But the
it
tears would
wasn't-
be
it
in the
wasn't-
same area.
They're in the same general area.
Oh yeah,
Well,
I guess you're still getting piss in those cuts.
No, I guess
Yeah.
no wonder why. Well, I guess no wonder why she didn't want to have sex for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I'd be like, don't fucking touch me.
That shit probably hurt for a while.
Yeah,
Drax
they were
wants to
kinda
know
bad
if he used a
cut.
barbed wire condom.
I just used my dick, and apparently it was a bit more than what she could take. And I mean that it was what it was. I mean, it's the first time I hit it.
No. You're drunk and on a cunt stream. I want to know exact size.
It
Bitch,
was-
you
I
ain't
want
trust
length,
me, you
girth. I want the weight.
Start measuring.
Tape measure.
I mean, like, you really want to know,
Oh, wait.
or
Argyle Gargoyle says barbed wire does work.
It's
as
not
an
so
effective-
much that I want to know. I want the audience to know. We have a lot of perverts in my audience.
You have a lot of perverts on your stream.
And exactly 69 viewers right now.
no, I mean it was the goddamn.
Beautiful.
It was the goddamn strangest thing. Like, I mean, I just started hitting it, and we moved to different positions, and I started hitting it, and all of a sudden it was just like, holy motherfucker! And she just like took me out of her, and then it was just nothing but goddamn blood and like rips and shit, and it was.
Wait a second. We have a comment in the chat from Chaos. He says, "So no lube, I take it. I have never needed to use lube with a woman.
I have never had sex with a woman who had a loose vagina, and I don't know if that's because of me or because of the women I sleep with, but there's no such thing as a loose vagina so long as you're somewhat thick.
No, I mean, fucking.
It's also not really a loose thing so much as a lubrication thing.
I don't get with anyone thick. I'm very much for the thin chicks.
Well, I mean, the thicker they are, the less they complain.
And apparently I'm supposed to ask you tulip or rose shaped. Question from chat.
I don't think he gets.
I'm
no,
not
I
sure
get
what
it.
he fucking
I
means.
get it.
I don't know what he means either. I just was told to ask.
I mean, about like.
Oh
rose?
God, Trippy Puke. Oh, he reminded me of that story.
I'm thinking he asked, like, how did it look after you blew it the fuck out? But maybe
well,
he's asking if you're
Just like a bloody
surfed or
vagina.
not.
Maybe.
Well, afterwards, I mean, it I guess kind of rose shaped, but before it was kind of like a tulip shape. I don't know. I truly do believe that my penis is like the gateway to hell. I really do. Like, because every time I can date the most nicest, coolest, like Christian church going girl in the entire world, and as soon as she has sex with me, it's like she turns into a batshit crazy fucking succubus from hell, and it's just like, I'm gonna fuck off and do goddamn fucking methadone and fucking oxycontins and fuck up your world.
Okay.
So I gotta ask Tennessee Marine, how much of this is complete bullshit?
Dude, I never bullshit on live streams. Everything I've said has been accurate. Like I would legit go to Kentucky. I would legit go to Canada. I'd fight y'all if I get a $50 super chat. I don't give a shit.
All right.
I'm lying about
Okay.
As long as you're genuine about that, because if the cunts donate and they don't get a fight, they're not gonna be happy.
Yeah.
I mean, I may very well pass out before them. So
Don't worry.
But
Okay,
I'll-
so if he passes out in the morning, we can just tell him we got a super chat.
mhm.
No, what's gonna happen is if we get the super chats, we like later on. It's like, okay, dude, you said you'd pay for travel expenses. Time to pay up.
Yeah, I swear to God, Tennessee's gonna wake up tomorrow and he's gonna be like, "I said fucking what?"
I mean, I'm at that level of drunk to where I'm kind of like, yeah, you make a valid point. I probably will regret this in the morning. I really will at this point, but
You're gonna watch the stream
No,
back and go, "I said what?"
no, but like real shit. Like I really did tear up my girlfriend's vagina. Like that's not a fucking exaggeration or anything else. Like I really fucking did. Like I tore that shit up like I was fucking her with a barbed wire condom or some shit.
Yeah, and one time I was almost in an orgy at an Arby's.
Oh,
That's cool. But I mean, it's one of those things, dude. I mean, Schmeckel, I don't know if you've ever dealt with this, but it's one of those things like I have a one night stand with a girl, and it's like in the morning she'll be like I got blood in my panties, and I haven't even started my period or something, and it's like, goddamn, you tore that shit up that bad, and it's just like, my bad.
No, man, I know how to use my dick properly.
So do I, but apparently I know how to use it well enough to where it fucking hurts them.
That's not
enough,
well.
dude.
Yes.
That's not well enough,
Something's
dude.
wrong here.
You're doing
They never
something.
they literally never fucking complain when they was grabbing my throat and grabbing the fucking bedpost.
Maybe they were trying to complain, but they just didn't have the words to express at the time. So they expressed it physically by trying to kill you. But they-
Still was wet.
but-
Still was motherfucking wet on my dick. So
Yeah, blood tends to
is
do
wet. Blood is wet, dude.
Yeah.
she wasn't bleeding at the time. They never have been. It's just after.
well, were the lights on? How would you know?
I would
The-
suggest
yeah,
coconut
well,
oil at this point.
The lights. Well, I mean, I guess maybe I need to start using lube. Maybe I have not been a considerate lover throughout my life. Maybe I do need to start doing.
Here's the
I think
question.
it's more the fact that you're fucking 21 years old and you went in at the wrong angle too hard.
Also, are
I'm-
you
I'm-
going in
I'm-
dry?
No, I'm 27, and if she's my girlfriend, I always eat her out beforehand and make her come a couple of times, and then I stick it in, and it's still just sometimes just fucking. She gets hurt. It's
You
changed.
even have fucking Opal in the chat yelling at you saying you are a bad lover.
No, a little bit never hurt anybody.
Now, Opal likes to stick fucking knitting needles up people's dick holes. And she thinks you're doing it wrong.
Well, I guess my dick just hurts girls. I don't know what to tell you. Man.
Chaos is a good thing. Today on Cunt Stream, is blood an acceptable lubricant?
Yes. Not period blood, though.
No,
it has to be
no,
pain blood.
Well, I mean, I don't give a fuck what time of the month it is. If she wants it, she can get it.
No, I can't do the period blood. It's not blood consistency. It's plasma consistency.
She
No,
ain't gonna
can't
get
do it.
fucking motherfucking pregnant. Who? You know.
Yeah, not getting a girl pregnant is very, very easy.
Use a
Until
condom.
it's not. No, I didn't use condoms from age 15 to age, well, now, but I didn't get anybody knocked up until age 22.
I
mad
still
you
haven't. Still haven't gotten knocked up. I'm 30, so.
Well, all you gotta do is make sure that whenever you're about to finish, she swallows.
Pull your fucking dick out. Yeah, it's not 100%, but it definitely lowers the fucking chances.
Keep the pull-out game strong.
I mean, you can make a game out of it. Pull out and see if you can hit her face. If you hit her face, you won. If you hit her face and you didn't knock her up, you won on so many levels.
I almost got the face, but then she saw it coming and dodged.
Ain't that about a bitch? Where you're when you're like making whoopee or fucking your girl or whatever you want to call it, making love, whatever, and it's just like I'm about to finish, and then she moves over, and it's like, God damn it! Now I gotta change the goddamn sheets. That's so shitty. It's like you could have just took that on your stomach, and I could have wiped it up, but now I gotta change the goddamn sheets.
Well, then just change your goddamn sheets. It's easier than dealing with a fucking kid. Don't be a lazy cunt.
Well, I mean, like, I only have a few sheets, though.
Then buy more sheets,
Every
dude.
time the missus bitches at me for coming in her hair, I look at her right in the eye and I say, well, you're probably not pregnant. You're welcome.
Well,
And
I
then
mean,
she doesn't argue.
Hey, Schmeckle, I like my sheets. I don't exactly like her stomach.
Oh.
Well, you know what? The missus has a good stomach. Like I said, I like the thin chicks. But you know, I'd rather come in her hair or on my sheets or anywhere other than in the pussy, because it's all easier to clean than one diaper.
Nah, dude.
You just don't want another kid.
That's why you need those girls who take those goddamn depot shots or whatever the fuck it is, where it's just like, I'm fucking and then it's just like, okay, here's tissue. Clean yourself up.
Yeah, you sound like you are the top alpha.
I am not. I fuck.
A veritable god amongst men, if you will.
No, fuck you. I'm not in line with that no BS.
A subject of worship for all of the people beholding you.
I will fucking kill you, even if I have to go to Canada. Don't do that shit. No, fuck no. I am not alpha. I'm just me, dude. I'm just me, man.
Oh, I'm with you, bitching witch. IUDs are where it's at. You don't have to worry about anything.
Word. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah.
And now we're somehow talking MGTOW.
Yeah, somehow we got here.
No, dude. Fuck MGTOW. Fuck all that bullshit. Like, I actually want a wife. Like, that would be awesome. It would be dope as fuck to actually meet a girl that I cared about and she cared about me, and we got married and had a life together. Like, fuck all that MGTOW bullshit.
Yeah, but I mean, serious question, Tennessee Marine. Do you believe in life after love?
Well, I mean, I'm not sure. So I guess if you got divorced, then there is a life after love. Yeah, maybe, man.
And do you believe in magic?
Is this like a David Bowie, like the old movie? God damn it! What's the name of it?
Keep going. You got it.
David Bowie. God, what? There's too much dead air. Fucking David Bowie. God damn it. God damn it! I know this movie.
There's too much
You
pressure
keep
on.
saying the goddamn words, David Bowie. I don't know where you're going with this.
No, the movie that he was in, goddammit. David Bowie, the movie that he was in with like the little goblin steal his fucking
Labyrinth?
kid.
The fucking labyrinth.
The Labyrinth. Yes, the Labyrinth.
You're talking
Yeah.
about the Goblin King. Yeah, you're talking Labyrinth.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking A. Thank you, Samaj. It's like,
But,
I told my baby.
Do you believe in miracles? Because I believe in miracles.
He could be.
I'm just wondering, Tennessee Marine. Will we have you in a very nice state right now? I think this is the time to let people ask their questions. If anybody in the chat has a question for Tennessee Marine,
Oh my god, I hate you so much right now, Samaj.
please go ahead and ask it.
Okay, I'm actually watching the live chat. What's up with it? I told my dance, magic dance. Yeah, threats. Seven Scales knows what's up.
By the way, a Tranime girl would like us to remind everybody that she is
Magic
currently
dance.
single. If you are looking for a transgender lover, with a transgender vagina, then Tranime girl is your woman.
I mean-
She'll do things to you that you probably never had done before.
T-Tech, no, I lost my virginity at like 19 to a black female Marine, actually.
A black female Marine, so he's also not a racist.
Totally.
Object of Hate would like to know, is it the same love if it's your cousin?
That's just wrong. That's just no. Just you don't fuck cousins. I'm from Tennessee. We don't.
What about second cousins?
No, we don't do that shit. This is not. This is not West Virginia. God damn it. We don't.
Alright.
We don't do this shit.
Bitching Witch has a good question. Are you part cat? Is your penis barbed?
No, my penis is not barbed, but apparently I stick my penis in very tiny holes, and sometimes it rips.
There we go. And then there's a lot of comments about Tranime having a nice tight pussy. And then how do you tie a tub? What? All right. Anyway, no, we're gonna wrap this shit up at this point. I'm gonna let Tennessee Marine, probably very eloquently, tell you all who he is. Go ahead, Tennessee. Oh, wait, before you do, Trippy Poop wants to know, is your dick bent?
I mean, it's got a slight curve at the end, but it's not bent.
Wait, like just at the end? That's odd.
Yeah, I mean,
mine's got a little bit of a curve throughout, not just at the end. That's
no, just like curved and like goes straight out and then curves upward.
You should. I'm sure the chat's
Curved.
awfully.
Wait. Curved, then straight, then curved?
No, it goes out straight and at the end curves upward. And well, I mean, not curved, but it goes in a upward leaning.
Okay, so it's he certainly has a dick. That's what I can glean from that.
Yeah, fair enough.
Samaj, you weren't here all night. Ren, tell us who the fuck was here tonight.
We had Politipod, Dolphin Radio, Tennessee Marine, Samaj, Lady Thorn, and, well, our producer in the background. And me, of course.
There we are, and we're gonna fucking wrap up. You don't have to go home, but get the fuck off of my fucking channel. Tomorrow we have what's tomorrow?
Monday.
Tomorrow's Monday. We have Cunt Team Beta. Watch that shit. Same time, 11 p.m. EST. Until then, fuck off.